Yo, what's good? Okay. I was wrong. There was something I didn't quite get. I was saying something that didn't quite make any sense to me at the time. But now I think I understand. Hello, Cake. I think I'm finally getting it. Nate, 150,000. Good morning. What's up, love? Nate, stop the stream! Stop it! What's happening? Here we go. I can't stop the stream. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to sleep. Okay, good night. Good night, Cake. Dude. Alright, there was something I was missing. I was wrong about something. Okay. Earlier, I said the dead body has to be Junko's, right? Because we saw her die in the gymnasium, right? In the gym. Good night, Cake. No, I'm gonna miss like an hour in pain. But I also kept saying, oh, Junko's the mastermind, but that doesn't make any sense. Unless Mukuro was the one that died in the gym. Kyoko was right. This is Mukuro's body we're dealing with. Think about this. There are 16 students in this school. There has to be. There are 16 physical bodies. No, that's wrong. No, listen. It has to be her body. And the reason why is because Junko and Mukuro were sharing the same bed. They were bunk buddies. Who's a master of disguise? Think about it. Junko is a fashionista with makeup to match. These two were switching places back and forth to keep up the pressure and to keep control of the situation. Mukuro was the one that was in the gym when she got impaled, dressed as Junko. That's why the body looks like Junko's. Juncino. I can't draw faces very well. It can't be. But it has to be. Think about this as well, right? When the body was found, right? What was the part that was unique about this? Mukuro isn't a fashionista. No, but Junko is. These two are sharing. These two are scheming together. Junko made Mukuro look like Junko. She went to the gym when the class trial began, which is why she freaked out when the class trial was about to start. She was insisting this has nothing to do with me, because of course it wouldn't. It's not supposed to. Think about this as well, right? When we saw the dead body, what was unique about it? We were hiding the face, and a bomb was placed on the face. This is a bomb. Exploded. Why would the killer want us to not know who this is, right, so badly? Because if we were to get a closer look at it, we would know that this was Mukuro that died. And we've never seen Mukuro. Until we start piecing things together. They're like, wait a minute. But the only person that matches the same body descriptions, all the same images, all the same, like, injuries before death, would correlate to the ones that occurred at the gym. But we saw Junko at the gym, unless we didn't. What is going on? 150k theory. I think Kyoko's right. This actually is Mukuro's body. No, I don't agree. I think Junko's the one that died. Tier 1 theory, Brain Rot's taking over, Nate. Junko's the one that died and Monokuma's the one that used their dead body. But remember, Monokuma has to be controlled by someone. We've confirmed that. Monokuma needs a pilot to work. So who's piloting Monokuma? Mukuro Ikusaba. There's another thing as well, right? On the hand. If I remember correctly. That's a disgusting hand. The hand, right? What do we notice? We noticed a fading tattoo. Tattoos don't fade, right? But what does fade is makeup. Makeup covering the tattoo. You know what else pilots Monokuma? My mom. I believe she's the true mastermind. She's pulling the strings. She had fake nails on her body. This body here had fake nails and makeup. Now you're onto something. Tattoos don't fade, but makeup does. If fades off of the hand after a period of time. That would explain her tattoo, right? There's also something else I want to talk about. Renee is some kind of ultimate lawyer, and her military background. There's also another thing, right? Has to do with the mastermind, right? Just regardless of who the mastermind is, right? Between these two. Okay. The issue that's happening here, right? The thing that was bothering me was like, why? So we have, you know how there's cameras everywhere? There's surveillance cameras. Everyone's watching us, right? Everyone's watching everything that's happening all the time, 24/7, right? Cameras. Monokuma, aka the mastermind, whoever's piloting him, said this is for broadcasting purposes. It's for entertainment. But what if it's not for entertainment? What if it's for what it is? Surveillance. The reason why no one would stop us is just because if the rest of society believed what was happening here was for the better of our good, right? And think about the interviews. Why was that recorded? Why was it recorded that all of us said yes to staying here? Because that's to sell the lie that we're all okay with this situation. This entire trial, the entire school, is a fabricated system to keep something horrible from happening again that society agrees with on some level. In other words, those who walk away for Omala, if you guys have heard that short story before. It's a short story about how the few suffer for the many. So society, at some level, is okay with whatever's happening here, which is why no one's come looking for us. Which is a pretty terrifying thought. But that seems to be the only conclusion I can come to. Hold on, I'm losing chat. That doesn't make sense. You deal or what Nate the yaps about. Okay, but okay, here, maybe this might help a bit. Okay, why is the okay, think about how powerful the mastermind is, right? Okay, the mastermind can control all this shit, right? The entire school, everything, okay? Why is the mastermind held behind rules? For as powerful as they are, they're able to hijack the airwaves, keep everyone away, society can't touch them. Why are they bound by rules? The answer is the supernatural. It's the logical conclusion. Gods have to be involved somehow. If the mastermind is stuck with rules, who makes rules? Deities. They have to follow the rules. The supernatural. I'm not kidding. We saw the Eye of Horus downstairs on the second floor. We've seen the Egyptian ruins in one of the trial rooms, and all these arbitrary rules that even the mastermind has to follow. Not the Egypt god shit again, bro. Leave this shit behind. It explains why the mastermind has to follow rules. I'm kind of disappointed, Nate, not gonna lie. We're back on Egypt. We're not in Egypt. Or maybe the mastermind's just a nutcase? No, we've come too far. The elaborate setup, the scheme, the setup, the inability for people to intervene. This can't be just because I'm crazy. This would have fallen apart a year ago. We've been stuck here for over a year, right? Everyone's watching. Everyone knows what's happening, okay? We've been here for over a year with everyone following the rules to a T, the mastermind included. The mastermind isn't following the rules of society because we know that they're above society because they've set this whole thing up and all of society knows about it and they won't stop him. Something above the mastermind is keeping them in check, which has to be a deity of some kind, a supernatural element. I'll be watching this on Nate's VODs. And that's why society is okay with what the mastermind is doing. Because if the mastermind doesn't get his way, the supernatural god will, and the ultimate catastrophe will happen again. Remember when I said a few days ago we're stuck in cycle 1? And now we're in cycle 2, which is this unplanned event, thanks to Sayaka killing someone? Cycle 1 was keeping this at bay. I don't know what was happening in cycle 1 exactly, but there was an order of deaths occurring that kept this in check. Whatever this is. And I think this is related to the tragedy that occurred. Not the mastermind. It's okay, Captain. I believe in you. Have some water. What does Monokuma calls this life of school with deaths above? I don't understand your question, YOLO. This whole school is just a game or something? Yeah, well, okay. They call it a game. I don't think it's a game. It's a ritual. It's a very in-depth ritual to keep something from happening, from something worse from happening. All of society knows what's going on in this school, and we're okay with it because of the interview that happened before us. They brainwashed us to make us okay with staying in the school for life. We still don't know what the tragedy was, though. But you know who I think does know? I think Hiro might have a clue. Because I think Hiro's the masked individual that attacked us when we wanted to get more information. Or if you remember way back when we went to the bathroom, we were attacked by a masked individual. I think that was Hiro. I think Hiro's the one that took the knife from our room. And I don't think Hiro was trying to hurt us. Because when Hiro took the knife, you know why he took the knife? Because he was scared. Why was he scared? Because he saw a ghost. He saw Junko, who we thought was dead, who I thought was the body originally. But no, Junko's alive. Hiro saw her, and Junko made him do something to this body to help cover this up. Because remember, he's a supernatural freak. He hates ghosts. If he saw Junko, and Junko told him what to do, he would have no choice but to believe it's a ghost. That's why he's not telling us everything. It's also why he didn't kill us either. He doesn't want to kill us. He has hair as big as the sun, exactly, which is why he has the mask originally, because it hides his hair. If he cut his hair, we would know instantly something went up. Okay, but he knocked us out in the room? Yes. I think Hiro's the one that knocked us out in the room when we were sneaking around and Kyoko told us where to go. Is the captain okay? No, I think I'm perfectly sound. I'm sober. How would he know? He could have followed us. And why would he do it? Answer. Hiro wants to know what's going on too. Who doesn't want to know what's going on? Still don't know something though. Why did Toko plant the bomb on the body? She had to have been the only person that got up there to plant it. I guess whoever was fucking with the body could have done all of it. I just don't believe it though. No, that's wrong. How the hell is Hiro's big ass hair fixing under that mask? Magic. The main thing I'm getting at here is I was wrong. I don't think this is Mukuro. I don't think this is Junko's body. I think it actually is Mukuro's. Mukuro was dressed as Junko in the gym. They swapped places for a brief period of time. Junko snuck away while Mukuro was pretending to be Junko. And Junko was piloting Monokuma and killed Mukuro in the gym. And that's the body that we're going to see now. That's the major theory that I've changed. Why bother doing that to an already dead person? Because if you remember, yeah, unless they didn't want to show us the face. They didn't want us to show us the face. They bombed the face specifically because they don't want us to know who the real body is. Because then we quickly find out, if we think about it, if we knew this was Mukuro's body, if we knew without a doubt, then that would leave only one person alive that isn't with us, which would be Junko. Because the injuries sustained from this body match exactly what happened in the gym. I'm tired of theories. I want to answer. Run the trial. I do too. Let's get this shit going. Let's get this shit going. Okay, it's gonna be loud. Hold on. I gotta mute this real quick. It gets really loud. All right, that's the end of my crazy theory bullshit. Danganronpa. Okay, there we go. Let's turn back on the audio. We need answers. Let me check one more thing too, right? Just to confirm my suspicions. What were the measurements on Murakuma's body? Her profile. 5'7", 97, 31, 22, 32. What's Junko's? 5'7", 97, 31. Look at that. They match. Isn't that a little interesting? They're identical. They're twins. Proof? It's right there. It's the numbers. This isn't Junko's body. It is, in fact, Mukuro's. For some reason, Junko dressed Mukuro to look like herself during the gym. Junko snuck away and piloted Monokuma and killed Mukuro. That's my theory. Oops. No, Opera, you can't help me. The answers can. All right, let's go. Trial begins. We need answers. I still don't know what the tragedy was, and I don't know what happened in Cycle 1. I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto.
You're early, Makoto.
Listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. Where's everyone else? Why aren't they all here yet?
However...
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said... Byakuya, wow! Byakuya? Oh yeah, they're pissed at us because they saw the photo. They arrived one after the other. We're the only one that wasn't in the photo. But they were all in the same state of shock. Hina? Hiro? Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial. Oh, hey, Jill.
You called for me and so I appear. Oh, I'm on fire!
Strong silence, master. So wonderful, so cool, so hot. My loins are ablaze.
Yes!
Now listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me.
My beautiful scissors!
With my scissor-sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and shiv the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what the master wants, it can be a boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. That's an interesting little tidbit. Oh. Yeah, where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Is that chat right now? If you screenshot this, is this what chat's thinking when I'm going crazy with my theories? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Jill's gone. No! Is everyone here? Oh, and I'm wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay, well, let's begin.
Thrills,
The final class trial is going to be slathered in pitch black despair, climaxium sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right. This is the final class trial, and this time it'll be fair.
How strange.
What do you mean this time? Stop with all your slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know.
Unbelievable.
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today,
I'll make sure
feeling
everyone
right.
watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious dribble. Begin the class trial already. Sure. Let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below. So don't try and run away. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my family.
This will be over in no time. Byakuya, you're so stupid. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Hina's pissed at us. Hiro's shocked. Even Toko. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator. They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
However...
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
However...
Well, you can tell us about it soon. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready. Ready to win, right? I love winning! Of course! I'm glad to hear you say that. I love winning! And Kyoko was aboard the elevator. Alright, let's fucking win. I'd resolved this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally, on steady legs, I fell down the elevator and died. The end. I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Men, go in! Men! Without warning, it began to descend deeper and deeper, deeper still. Deeper it felt. Man, we're just really in there. Closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sound, too, disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. Could have been seconds or centuries later. Felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. The final class trial. What do you think? Isn't it just perfect? Isn't it just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's the long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat.
Thrills!
Well then,
chills,
let's begin! Do you want to save your data? Yes. This is it. Alright. Let's go right into it. Fine. Let me look at everything one last time. Files, places to check, Monokuma Lab, the tarp that we found in the bio lab. Her profile, the ultimate despair is a group of people. We have Kyoko's dead father. We have a picture of her. Headmaster that we used to open all the locker rooms. We're gonna find more evidence throughout the trial than we are just gonna be standing here. I'm just making sure all my skills are set. I think that's all I got. All right, let's go.
Since this will be the final class trial,
Let's fucking go.
I've come up with a special rule.
What's the special rule?
So listen up! If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win! But if you can't, then I win! And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment!
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not! Bears never go back on their word!
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
What is it, Hero?
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is the mastermind only one person? Don't bother. I already know the answer.
Okay, Hero.
You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me!
He almost was going somewhere.
Right, aren't I knew it!
God damn it. Hero has literally never been wrong. I thought he was onto something. Starting out strong. Let's fucking go.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it. I have evidence of my own.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait,
what?
Hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
What the fuck is going on here? The three of us each. It's the group photo. There's no doubt this was the trap. He set it up so we would respect each other. So the group photo is different for all of us.
You guys have all been working together, haven't
They
you?
all got a photo without them, didn't they? I think
have
so.
evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey, you're all out to get me. I have evidence.
What a coincidence. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been...
What? Wait, this doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't, does it?
How can the three of us each have...
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. Break.
It's not just you three. I have evidence too.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine's different. With the picture you have, I'm in it. But that can't be right. Because in my picture,
Oh, this is what we see.
I'm the only one not in it.
Interesting. But it is real. All these are real. Look, we still don't see Junko's face in that picture either. As I figured as much.
Hero, you have a picture too, right?
Move your
Let's see
camera.
it.
Oh shit, we can't see.
Okay,
Where do I
but
move
Be
it?
careful with
I gotta move to the right, you're right. I gotta move to the other side.
Evidence.
Here we go. This one too, just like I thought. Hold on. Chat, there we go. Junko's on the right this time, and we don't see her again either. She's turned around. She was turned around in the last photo, too. But sure enough, there is everyone else. Even Mukuro. See, on the far left, Mukuro's there, too, in the black hair. You're onto something, Nate. I think so.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
Guys, it was a trap.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other. The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Huh? I laid a trap? A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
Proof I need to reveal Monokuma's trap. Each photo has a certain something in common. There's a connection regarding what person isn't shown in the group photos. Yeah, it's us. That person is the one who got the photos.
I got it!
I got it!
In each case, the only one not
I can
in
do
the
that better.
picture
I
is
got
the
it!
person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing.
Mm-hmm.
And in the picture Hiro got, he's the only one missing.
Well, this is already said. We're a little redundant with this
As long
argument,
as we're
yeah.
talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
Yeah, go ahead. Unless this is different. Okay.
In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
And when we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
The fuck, a fish?
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
But you know, there might be more to that than just Monokuma trying to confuse us. There's something else that bothers me about everyone's pictures. What was it? Digging at me.
Listen, can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Ultimate fisherwoman.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'm sure there's something unusual about these group photos. What is it? I need to compare each of them one more time. Ryakyo's picture. It's gonna be Junko's, not... Junko's face isn't here. That's the other common aspect of it all. Fish. Mine. There's something strange about all of them. Something I can't quite pin down. Something... I guess we'll come back to it later.
Can you just forget about the photo already? Ugh.
Okay.
Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed about that.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
So you think they're fake? No, I assure you, they're quite real.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that.
What if it
So
wasn't
it's
fake?
gotta
No,
be
they're
a
real.
fake. I'm sure of it.
No, they're real photos.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong, I don't remember taking this picture either, but is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
The cycles are real. The cycles. I know they're real. The reason I don't remember this picture isn't necessarily because it's fake. Might be some other reason, because my memories were being taken from me. Some terrible reason. An unbelievable but entirely horrifying reason. I forgot. It's just an option I forgot. Oh. Hangman's Gambit, everyone's favorite fucking game. What am I... Oh, Amnesia. Oh. IA. There we go. Amnesia.
Now I understand.
Now I get it. Now I understand.
let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense.
Yeah, Hero.
As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Oh, that's right, you hate the occult.
We all lost our memories?
Now I understand. I forgot. It's only natural that they wouldn't believe it. But no matter how much they refuse, if that's the absolute truth, they have no choice. We can't move forward until they accept it. I have to prove. How am I gonna prove the amnesia right away? Group photo, control room, the DVD. 6, holy shit. Wait, that's 7 bullets, what? Wait, how big is this revolver?
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia?
It's gonna be the DVD.
Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
7 in the
I
chamber.
promise you, I haven't lost my memory.
Oh, this was a 6-shooter.
Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
You don't remember the DVD, do you?
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
No, what?
No, it's nothing like that.
It's not a porno.
It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hopes Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean
I mean all of us, including you.
you lie! I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
I'm surprised Byakuya was so willing to believe
How can you
that.
say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here.
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Anything else to draw that conclusion about how they got here? Well, they remember walking to the school.
The DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right?
Mm-hmm.
What were the interviews about?
They're asking for consent to stay
The
here.
headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
I don't know. Don't ask
Same
me.
goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
Oh.
I know
What?
it sounds absurd.
Monica just confirmed
but
it. Okay.
If it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
I just win the
Indeed.
killing game. Built
we
different.
only have one path in front of us.
Then we really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
This is all making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss.
It was selective.
You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie! You figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
But how could someone just steal our memories?
How? Come, that hardly matters right
Probably
now.
the device in the physics lab.
If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brain?
Lobotomy.
Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
That's a good point.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
The original motive.
You mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does. But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
So until we do that, well, either way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery. So, the one who killed Mukuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose. Make your argument. Live in the chamber.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure?
Exactly. You're just making stuff
Monokuma
up.
being piloted.
There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably 1,000,000 miles away.
No, it's hidden.
Because
Where am I gonna...
masterminds always lurk off in the background, right?
Monokuma control room. That's probably what I have to do. The one controlling Monokuma. Where is Mastermind? In the control room right
So
now.
who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind
That much I'm...
When you... Is the mastermind...
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably 1,000,000...
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong!
There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma.
We would have found them if
Mastermind
Hina wasn't
must
so
have been using
insistent.
that to control him all this time.
Fucking Hina. Just let us open the
So there
hatch.
can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
All
There
along.
can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
What? Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only person to make a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
But how'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
I mean, it can't be any of us.
Well, it's not me.
Because we're not in the control room.
Makoto!
Dude, I'm right here.
What? Why me?
Why me?
Guys, it's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
I'm the luckiest student. What can I say?
Oh, I get it. The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
Couldn't I say the same for all of you?
Aw, nuts! You got me!
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Stop trying to bait us, Monokuma.
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The Mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our
Kodo
minds
shitted
to work
himself.
solving this
Look,
mystery.
but don't we already agree? The Mastermind has to be in the control room
Yeah,
right now,
well,
so it
how
literally
much
can't
time
be
have
any
we
of us that are
already spent
currently
talking
standing here
about
in
the
this
murder?
room. It can't be.
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing.
I don't agree.
We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
That's true, we haven't.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
Dead bodies don't bleed.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different.
It was Monokuma that
Wouldn't
killed
you
this
agree,
person.
Makoto?
Yep, I agree. Mukuro's actual cause of death must have been the other wounds.
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
The body was covered with the wounds, but these were at least several days old.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd
Conspiracy.
already been dead for several days? If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense. Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
Huh? How do you know that?
Because she
Isn't
moved
it
the body.
obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means
No, because we know her profile says
You're
she was
wrong.
spotless. You're wrong.
she denied me.
The only way you know, Toko, is if
Before I
you
could
moved
even
the body,
Say anything.
which we saw you do in the biolab.
Come on. I mean, you think I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to
Oh,
what
no.
I have to say before you deny me.
If you're so sure we're gonna deny you, why bother saying it in the first place? So grab the spray bottle. Bad. No Jill. No. Holy. 7 in the chamber again. What am I gonna look at here? Her profile, I think.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier.
That's true.
She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds.
Nope. She didn't have a
No,
single
that's wrong.
scratch on her. No, that's wrong.
No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing. Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
What?
Anyway,
Anyway.
so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school. In which
What was
case,
that about?
they could be the very thing that killed her.
Byakyo's a freak.
As a matter of fact,
Yes,
it's
he
hard to
fucking is.
imagine
Holy
any other
shit.
possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already
Silence
dead.
is deafening, Byakyo.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Mukuro's fatal injury has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Yep, a bunch of stabs. A bunch
But
of them.
if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
Boob.
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night?
Can we give Mukuro the hand bra then? We're trying to solve the murder here, guys. Chat, focus up.
Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant.
See, but I don't think I was actually attacked. I think this is Hiro just stealing my knife.
If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
Biolab freezes them and keeps them fresh. Who was it that attacked me? Wait, I should know? The identity of who attacked me. I can't think of anyone else. The mastermind, Mukuro, or the headmaster. I mean, I guess it has to be the mastermind of these people. Mukuro's already dead. Headmaster's already dead, so it has to be the mastermind? But I don't think that's right.
I got it! The one who attacked me was the true mastermind.
Really? Are we so sure?
When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same
That's quite
mask,
a twist. I wasn't expecting that.
I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I
Huh.
was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
What are
Uh-huh.
you laughing at?
It was
Oh,
wrong.
don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in.
Oh boy.
Let's start off with a nice, easy question.
No, I was
Your
wrong.
assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption.
It kind of is,
Can't
yeah.
really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask.
Did I say I was
The
attacked by a
true
masked person?
identity
I
of
guess
the
so.
masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think.
You're wrong.
Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
No, there's no way Mukuro's the one that attacked me. Even if I didn't see their face, I saw their hands. And we see no tattoo on his hands. If you compare what we know about Mukuro to the masked attacker, that's what we'll see. It should be obvious. It's obvious. That's why this banger soundtrack's playing. It'd have to be on her profile, I'm assuming.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
Maybe I just shoot that one.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand?
What?
Maybe the right foot?
God damn it, I have to remember which one. It was his right hand.
Or perhaps the left foot? Or could it be the hips?
No. I think it's his right hand, right? In the attacker's position from the dead body? Yeah, it's their right. Be proof enough the one who attacked.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikus.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong! Break.
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me.
No, that's sus.
And there was no such tattoo. So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me.
Great thing we have such good memory. I know, right?
It
Ironically
could've
enough.
been, know,
For someone with amnesia.
someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it couldn't have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you.
Really?
But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her.
Really? What, did the mastermind actually attack me?
Oh, no snappy comeback? Did I score a bullseye?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Why is Monokuma freaking out? Because I guess he feels
Show me
cornered.
what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Are you gonna show us her hands before I can say anything? Is she gonna take off her gloves? Oh, here we go. What's under the gloves? Kyoko was removing her gloves.
Your hands!
Without thinking, I let out a gasp. It was more than just a little burned skin.
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Kyoko seemed to savor the words as she said them. And she put her gloves back on. Like, just horrible acid burns, like...
My scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
Nope.
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
I was completely wrong about this.
This is just awful. On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours. Sorry. Did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Sad bear.
Not
This
at all.
bear's a
You can say
psychopath.
whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet, because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
Answer's clear.
On
Makoto
the
attacked himself.
contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
On the
You're not
contrary.
going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
Or she was killed right in front of us and none of us knew.
After she died, who knows
Like
how
in the
much
gym.
time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
Then she was being stored somewhere?
But to hide a body here, to just store it somewhere?
We saw everyone who died. We thought we saw everyone who died. Can you think of anyone else who the body could have been stored? Well, it's gonna... In the kitchen. That's where you keep a dead body. In the kitchen.
I got it! Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the
Who died with so
biolab.
many stab wounds? Junko.
Bio
In the
lab?
gym. When
You mean
Monokuma
on
bursted
the
into
fifth
17
floor?
spears.
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue.
But it wasn't really Junko,
So
was
it's
it,
the
that died in that
perfect place
gym?
to hide a body, and it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
It's good, Shaza.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
I have proof. The tarp. If I was careful from the biolab to the garden would be the tarp.
I got it! What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is
I got it!
the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, It says biolab.
I don't know how we missed that the first time.
Cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
It's not that tiny.
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
Whatever, guys.
This proves
You guys want to
that the
die or
tarp
not?
originally came from the biolab.
So nitpicky.
In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
Wow, you made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
That's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Yeah.
Worked up?
Worked up.
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
I just want to come up freaking out.
You talking about unmasking the mastermind?
You see,
cornering
the
him.
biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
An inconsistency in the biolab, the number of dead bodies. There should be one extra. Could you be talking about...
La, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
That's not a good
Such a
defense.
child. Oh well, just ignore him.
Such a child. I need to pull myself together and think. The inconsistency in the biolab, could you be talking about...
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
La 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 la. About what one thing?
One thing.
What one thing?
What do you think I'm talking about? Your family.
Hey, whoa, don't change this. Hey, yo, stay focused on my family.
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message. So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to
You bring this
your
up now, he's trying to make us
family?
crack.
Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stay focused, don't listen to him.
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yeah, I need to calm down. Punch him in the face. I can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting close to the truth about the biolab. So if I want to shut him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. WWE style. Boom. RKO his ass. Moment of truth. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this?
Rawr.
What do you want? Are you sure about this? Proof, proof, proof! Are you sure about this? Proof, proof, proof! Are you sure about this? Are you
have to reload.
sure about this? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? Proof, proof, proof! Are you sure about
There's
this?
so many fucking...
Proof, proof! Are you sure about this?
Ah!
Are you sure about this? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? Proof, proof, proof! Are you sure about this? Proof, proof, proof! Are you sure about this?
Alright. Biolab secret.
I'm not listening!
Wow, what? There's another bullet. Ah, what am I supposed to do? Which one is it? Shit. Not dead yet.
You're getting all riled up!
What am I supposed to contradict? He just
Are
says I'm
you
not
sure
listening.
about this?
Okay.
I'm not listening!
Biolab lights. That one.
This should prove it.
This should do it. This should prove it. My god, 1 HP.
The inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is the lights.
I'm not dead yet.
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
Oh, our friend's
And it was
dead.
set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
Like I drank too much water.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in. And there were only 9.
How's Kyoko alive? There's a lot that happened last stream.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
9 lights doesn't make sense. The number of lights should be on is 10. There should be one more.
I got it!
I can count. I got it!
10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious?
Suspicious.
Why?
That's simple.
10 lights.
Just recall who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
That's right. That's the key to solving this mystery. Sayaka died first. Junko was second. Notice all the stab wounds. Leon was third. Chihiro was fourth. Mondo was fifth. He became Butter. Taka was sixth, and Hifumi was seventh. Celeste was eighth. Sakura was 9. And the victim number 10 was Mukuro.
So 10 people in all?
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
Which means one of the bodies was
You're
reused.
saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
The reason there are less bodies than murders. Explanation for more murders than victims. Why is that? What would take that to make sense? The same person was killed twice. Only 9 murders took place. Well, yeah, only 9 murders took place. This has to be the one. Yeah, body was reused. Oh my god. I lost, I died. Fuck, I'm stupid. Fuck. Well, I guess I'm dead. Alright, whatever.
I refuse to give up yet.
I'm trying to say the right thing, but I chose the wrong option.
10 of the light.
That's simple.
Keep solving this mystery. We've already did this. Monokuma recycle, so eco-conscious of them. Man, they're really gonna make me go through all these different ones here. Yes, the body was reused. Yeah, exactly, exactly. It's gonna make me just like, okay. The same person was killed twice.
I got it!
But that's like the same thing.
What about if
But isn't that saying the same thing?
person was killed twice?
Only 9 murders happened. If you kill the same person
Killed
twice, that's the
twice?
same thing as saying only 9
Officially,
murders occurred.
10 murders have been committed
Whatever, game.
so far.
Whatever,
But one
I
of
got
the
it.
victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered and murdered again?
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. Still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
No.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
Yes, I can.
It was Mukuro, of course.
Wow, she already
Before
jumped
she
to the
was
right
killed as
conclusion.
Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
That's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
Someone's double dead.
No, that's crazy
Honey
talk.
butter.
She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
No, I don't want to drink water. No.
Nothing's gonna become obvious
God, no.
because Kyoko's totally delusional.
Mukuro's fatal injury, the file, and her profile.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed
I believe
as?
it was Junko.
Was it Sayaka Maizono?
No,
Junko Enoshima?
it was Junko.
Leon Kuwata?
Are you just listing them all for me?
Hiro Fujisaki? Mando O Kiyotaka Hifumi Celestia Lu whatever?
Lu
Or
whatever.
maybe Sakura Ogami? No. There's no way anyone was murdered twice.
Junko was murdered
that's
twice.
wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Junko. Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
Then the similarities match?
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
so let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
Then it's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... Yeah, what does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9. Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive.
No, Mukuro isn't still alive.
She took Junko's body
It's the other way around, I think.
and made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be. Total silence? Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
Mukuro alive. The one that's still alive is Mukuro. But can we really believe that? No, that's wrong. How do we prove it? Lab lights, Mukuro file, her profile, and the fatal injury. Have to be with her profile, I guess.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
It was Mukuro, though.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her.
Why is she alive now? What the fuck?
The Mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma?
Do you give up?
Why is that an option? Mukuro's still alive. Can that really be it? No. Why is she alive now? I don't know why we're going back to this.
Found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
No.
Damn it. I was
The
just getting in the
body we
jam.
found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records. Right, Kyoko?
She was
Indeed.
5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32. Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
She towers over me.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
Someone made it look like they died, but they're actually still alive. The only person it could be... This is it. This is where I get to point the big finger. Junko.
Here's my answer.
Here's my answer.
Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
It's the only possibility.
Are you sure about that?
Huh?
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation.
Okay, right. So what's the problem, Byakuya?
But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes.
But it wasn't Junko, was it, that we saw die?
If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade. But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Now that you mention it... No, don't listen to him. We're on the right track. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. Sure enough, that person was dead. I touched her wrist to check up for a pulse like they do in the movies and stuff. She really is dead. Wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I did check absolutely, and I can say for sure.
She was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
No!
Then
No! You're on the right
withdrawing
track,
your
Makoto!
previous statement?
No! Shut up! God damn it.
I know you gave it your best shot, but
Stop trying to
too
gaslight
bad.
him. He has
I guess
no
your
backbone already as it
conclusion
is.
was a dud. Too bad, too bad.
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
No, not yet.
Oh?
You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
No, I haven't. Huh?
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
I don't know, it kind of looked like you were about
That's
to.
all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
How could Junko have survived? I checked her. She was dead. I'm sure of it. But still, if she were alive somehow, could be that Junko's not the one that died. Exactly, but someone else entirely. Maybe she used some sort of trick. Exactly. Hangman's Gambit. Oh, what word are we spelling out this time? What word is this? Replicate? A replica? Wait, did I misspell that? A replicate. No. Oh, replaced. I'm stupid. I can't spell shit. Replaced. Okay.
Now I understand.
Now I understand. Kind of an odd word to choose, but I guess so.
That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Switch places?
Weird
That's
word.
right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place.
Exactly.
Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Yes,
Then that
Makoto.
would make
Yes.
it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
My god, he figured it out.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I was gonna go with, like, disguised or-
thing, but
I don't know.
that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
No, it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that?
Bone on the meat. Five
Wasn't
head.
She was about to
Genius.
die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that.
Could have switched before they got
Maybe
stabbed.
the whole idea is wrong.
No! Hina, focus! Stay on track. They switched after that. They switched at the moment of no, not the moment. They switched at the beginning.
I got it.
The beginning.
The two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
I got it.
What? From the beginning?
I have to piss so bad, but it's getting so good.
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. So you're saying the Junko we first met
Was Mukuro the
was
whole
actually
time?
Mukuro all along?
Holy shit.
Then we'd already met her?
I had like a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference.
Mm-hmm.
That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right?
And covered up with makeup.
Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that.
Exactly.
If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body
Originally,
was
I got it
extinguished.
backwards. I thought the tattoo was
Plus,
fading, but it was
there
the
were
makeup
fake
that was
nails
fading.
found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
That's why when she died, she said this wasn't supposed to happen. Exactly. My thoughts
She
exactly.
really did use foundation.
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
You're actually Junko, aren't you?
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
It would seem so.
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such
Inside
an elaborate
job.
plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her.
Pause right
In
here,
other
go take a
words,
piss.
It would be
Good
fair
point.
to say that Junko herself.
Okay, 1 second. I'll be right back. Just 1 second.
Set sail! Alright, I'm back. Okay, so we're pretty certain now that Junko is the mastermind. Junko herself was the ultimate despair. What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
So he still refuses to admit it, but he can try to deceive us all he wants. It doesn't matter. Because I've already figured it out. He tried to hide Junko's identity, and not just once, but twice. The first time was during our latest investigation. How am I gonna prove that? Tried to hide her identity? The photos? What matters now is presenting the right evidence. Am I gonna lose points for that? Has to do with Monokuma to try to keep him reduced.
Shoot!
Because I just embarrassed myself. What the? Tried to hide Junko's identity not just once or twice. The first time was during our latest investigation. The first time was during the latest investigation. Tried to hide Junko's identity. The DVD? I don't know what else I could present, because Junko wasn't on the DVD. Right?
I got it!
Okay.
While I was in the AV room.
Oh yeah, because
watching
that's
the
right, because you
DVD of our
unplugged. I
interviews
forgot,
with the
Monokuma
headmaster.
unplugged the power before we could see it. Okay. So how's your theory holding up so far, homie? Now that I can finally show up and see it. So far my theory of Junko being the mastermind's holding up pretty well. But I don't know about the greater outside plot that's going on still. That hasn't been revealed yet. Which of course means that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened? Oopsie, looks like it broke, out of service. But just happened to break now, then what? That doesn't matter. Failure can strike at any time, anywhere. That's why it's called failure, isn't it?
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke!
It wasn't a fluke. The Mastermind definitely orchestrated that power outage. That's not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity. The Mastermind tried to cover up the other piece of evidence. I've got to reveal that. That's with the group photo. Oh, not again. I hate this. Rawr.
Punishment is waiting for you. I'm not listening. What are you even talking about? Punishment is waiting for you. I'm not listening. What are you even talking about?
Rawr.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Final strike. What do I have to shoot him with?
That's impossible!
The group photo. The group photo. The group photo. The group photo. The group photo.
This should prove
There we
it.
go. This should prove it. This should prove it. You hate the minigame. I love the OST.
Video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all
my God, you killed
comparing the
Monokuma.
photos we'd gotten. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
The unusual circumstance common to all these pictures is that Junko's face was covered up in all of them.
I got it!
I got
Junko's
it!
face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face.
If Sakura's fucking zooming, she's gonna lap us again. In that track photo.
It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture. And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko. Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Xanadu!
Xanadu! What the hell? Is
I
that a
believe
word?
everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
Xanadu.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died.
It's not a Egyptian
And the
god,
real
is it
Junko
perhaps? Is that an Egyptian
Is
god,
still
perhaps?
alive.
Telling you we're in Egypt.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Yes!
Xanadu times 2!
Sanity times
With
2.
this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
Okay.
No, wait, hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything, right now.
I'll prove everything right now. Closing argument. Here we go. What's the identity of the ultimate fashionista who I met in the main hall? This one, I assume. Where did the mastermind keep Mukuro's body? In the lab. Wait, was this with the... Yeah. Mastermind attacked me with something. What was it? So the Mastermind really did attack us. I wasn't actually expecting that. When the masked Mastermind attacked me, who was it that stopped them? That was Kyoko. After the surprise attack failed, the Mastermind fled my room. Comic book time, make a comic. Is it running like this? What did the Mastermind do with the mask after they took it off? They put it on the dead body. What was the condition of the dead body when I first found it in the garden? It was unexploded. Let's see, so she did plant the bomb. We couldn't identify the mystery body because it had blown up. That's already there. Is it... Which one does it want us to use? Bomba. Bomba's already in this picture, though. This? That's not... What is this? I don't even know what that is. We go back. Did Toko really plant the bomb? I thought Toko did, but it must not have been the case, because it looks like from the comic book panel that she set it off remotely. I think Nate already... I always mix stuff up in the comic book. The comic book is like the most... it's the weirdest one to get right. It doesn't matter if I get it wrong the first time, it's just gonna stop. We have the true identity. That's fair. They put him in the lab. Kyoko found us and stopped us. That's what this is, right? Who was it that stopped him? It was Kyoko. He ran off. He put the mask on the body. This is how we found the body. Explosion. I don't know what the explosion's gonna be. This looks like a fiery explosion. You have a vague idea, but the little details fuck you up in the comic book. I have the exact same problem. The exploded body. I don't see an exploded body. Oh yeah, you're right. Here it is. Okay.
The killer is you!
I missed it. Okay, yeah. The killer is you! Let's find out.
We met the ultimate fashionista,
was you.
Junko Enoshima, right after we all arrived here.
You killed all our friends!
But that wasn't the real Junko.
Bozo.
The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko Enoshima.
Thought we wouldn't figure it out, would we?
Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue. Until Junko decided to put her body to use.
Done.
Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn.
Why did they kill him? Yeah, this doesn't answer the why.
Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive. And
remember, this is cycle 2 we're in. None of this is going according to plan. So something changed.
So she put on a mask and then attacked me.
None of this is orchestrated.
After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room.
So if something changed, the mastermind wants to do something to change it back.
Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body.
Just don't know why.
This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place.
So nice of Junko to use her partner's body. Did I get her all right on the first try? No way. Holy shit. Let's fucking go.
Finally, by strapping a
All
bomb
according
to
to
the body,
plan.
she was able to destroy any remaining evidence. She needed to hide the body's true identity. She
Junko
had to make sure we
Inoshima.
didn't
Oh my
find out it was
god.
actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder.
Yeah, no, Toko went
And
fucking
the one
flying.
who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma.
It's
The
you!
real Junko Inoshima.
Junko Inoshima! She should have died. She got fucking exploded.
That's
She
the
tanks
whole
those.
story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
Silence. Haha.
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so
Excuse
don't
me.
even try.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
The game's over, Junko.
Over? Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Uh-oh. Yo! Oh, shit. Junko Inoshima, Ultimate Despair. Ho She had a fucking substitute
We've been
Ojutsu.
waiting.
What
waiting
the-
so very long for peasants like you to appear.
She's British?
Swear your fealty to us. We will reward you with half of the entire world.
What?
We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking.
What the fuck
Have you
is
made
going
your
on?
choice? Will you serve under us?
Okay. do I just say, yeah, sure. You know what? Fuck it. We'll go ahead. No thanks.
Oh, did you think I was being serious?
Oh, that's not a real accent.
Sorry. I was just messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience.
What is going on?
Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
Are you Harley Quinn? Like, this is the mastermind? Nate, say okay. No, she's JoJo posing. I know the Dio pose is crazy.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free.
That is a JoJo's reference.
Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
She sounds like so dead.
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
Wow.
I feel like
I
this isn't the first time I've seen you.
can fix her. No, you can't, guys. Now, I do remember seeing it. I'm sure I've seen her too somewhere before. Where was it? Before arriving the first day? Well, the first day we saw, but that was Mukuro. Oh, I found out what happened. Where did I see her before? Whatever the fuck is wrong with her is way hotter. I don't know what to... Before arriving at school? It has to be before we got to school, right? First day in the main hall, but well, that was Mukuro. The moment we met Mukuro was Junko.
I got it!
I got it!
That's right.
It was before we ever came.
before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover,
I got it!
and you were on it.
Wait, she has an eye patch? Oh, it's just whatever. Yeah.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right.
I got it!
Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began.
JoJo posing queen. I've seen her on tons of magazine covers, but I feel like that doesn't quite match up to reality. Huh? Are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Well, of course. Those are totally photoshopped. Photoshopped. Yeah, you know, edited to hell and back with like computers and junk. Oh, so they aren't real.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
Chat is falling for her. Holy shit.
And me.
We are cooked.
And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist.
Wait,
Not
pause.
even if
So
they're twins.
I knew it. I knew they were
I
twins.
know. It's
That's what I
such a
said.
cliche,
Oh my
right?
god.
I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship. The older sister, tough and proud.
But why?
That was Mukuro.
It still
The
doesn't
younger
answer
sister,
why.
Smart and cute. That was
Oh shit.
Me, Junko fucking Enoshima.
Junko
And together,
fucking
We were
Enoshima.
the Despair Sisters, aka the ultimate despair.
What?
She's a totally different person now.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself. But if
She's
you're
killing this
twins,
voice acting.
why do you have different last names? Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over? Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
Truth's fucking lame anyway. Rock and roll. But
If she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if.
well, I suppose I'd better explain.
what the fuck is going
For
on?
my plan to work,
How many-
someone had
how
to
many
be able
fucking
to
personalities do you
control
have,
the brain
Junko?
from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind
so
had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that.
Chad, she's a fucking psycho. She's
But
killing
after
us all.
looking at the
Please focus.
situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties.
Mm-hmm.
Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family.
The ultimate soldier was the
Leaving me
letdown.
behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the three atrocities: atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
This isn't making any sense.
And that's why you switched identities?
Because you were grossed out by
Sadly,
her?
her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause.
Why do you need her to match her personality,
She
though?
was nothing more than a bit player, an extra, unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her. To meet everyone's expectations.
Whose expectations?
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Over the rest of the
Oh,
world?
no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following the plan to the letter, you know?
All these different personalities, bro. I
planned
can't.
everything out and knew just what was gonna happen.
The cutie
That'd be
face.
so boring.
FYI.
I changed things just a bit and decided
Chat
to
is
use
losing
Mukuro
it.
to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal.
Still doesn't answer why.
Just as I suspected.
Fair, right? We're on the same
When
page.
Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
That's why she was like, this shit wasn't supposed to happen. What? Huh? This wasn't supposed to... Why me?
So you figured it out? Well, you're right.
There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
Koda's face is me right now. What?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary.
You are scary.
We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope. I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all.
Okay.
When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything?
Junko is Vex.
That's not true at all.
Oh shit.
We were twins. How could I not be sad?
What the fuck? Why does she have mushrooms going out of her
Makes me
head?
so excited.
Excited? Huh?
Killing my precious sister with my own two hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it.
Okay.
It's like super, 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 super despair.
She's so freaky. Chat, this is too much for me to handle in one person.
Super, 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 super,
This
super,
is Vex,
super,
though.
super, 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 super despair.
This is... She's
It
fucking
just
crazy.
feels so good.
Despair feels good?
What the hell is wrong with you?
What the hell is wrong with
And my
you? My
sister,
thoughts
too.
exactly, Hero.
In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example.
All I'm saying
to
is, Nate,
someone
is one
else,
personality for every day of the
she
week.
must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
You killed her
I
for
knew you
jealousy?
couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Okay.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
She's a fucking freak.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts.
Oh, let's not compare the
You're saying I
nutcases.
don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right?
Uh-oh.
So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No. I don't think there's
No.
anything perfect about anything you just
Yes,
said.
no, chat, no.
Yeah.
She's not
Master's
perfect.
way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that.
So what's crazy than Jill, you know this is bad.
Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What did you just say?
Oh.
What do you mean by that?
Had. Uh-oh.
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow.
So that's Monokuma
you
profile?
haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away.
Are you talking about our memories?
Yeah, we still haven't figured that out yet.
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer. So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating.
We're
Damn
fucked.
straight. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries. And then we'll have our victory.
My head hurts.
I can't wait.
Junko
All right,
fucking
now let's just
Inoshima,
get
bro.
Straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
What memories did you steal from us?
Group pictures were taken? And those interviews? It must mean. I got it! It must have something to do with our entrancing exams.
No fair! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things.
Why are the idiots
Do you
talking?
recall?
As usual, thinking back to what Monokuma told us. Memories that were stolen from us and what they must be related to. The memories are related to the founding of Hope's Peak. The motives that Monokuma came up with? The class trials? The memories that were stolen from us? It has to do with the high school then, surely, right? Because we know who we were from birth and pretty much all the way up to high school. First one, no? Oh yeah, so we had motives? I guess so.
I got it!
Yeah, you're right. I got
You're
it!
talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all.
Jojo pose.
I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners.
I don't believe you have a heart.
So then, let me ask you another question. Did
Crazy
you notice
diamond.
that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
Specific theme. You had...
Theme?
We had
Yep,
like
you got
family,
it. So that's my question to you all.
family, money.
When Sayaka was
Betrayal.
murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
What is this, a stage play? It's all an act? The theme for the motive Monokuma gave us. Human connections, international relations, love triangles. Human connections. Has to be.
I got it!
I got it!
The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding,
You
ding.
got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships.
Mm-hmm.
For example, your family. For example, your friends.
Ever stick your dick in Crazy Man? I'm telling you guys.
I ruined all those relationships and showed you the
She will
results.
break you, all of you. None of you can
It
fix
was
this.
to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it!
You're the one that did it. Well,
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
you know, she reminds me of GLaDOS when she talks like this.
Okay,
Okay, not like
Time
this.
for the next question!
God damn it.
So, what was the theme for the second motive?
The second murder, the motive was... What was the second motive? I forgot. Who was the second murder? That was that Celeste, Hifumi, and Taka? Oh, Chihiro. Oh, right, it was our pass, right? Yeah, it was like a secret.
I got it!
The past. Okay, yeah.
It was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme
I got
was
it! Ding, ding, ding!
embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah! And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
We're getting to it.
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question.
The voice acting is on
So,
point. She's killing it.
what was
It's
the
so
motive
funny.
For the third murder?
Third murder? Popularity, greed, a new outlook. Okay, after Chihiro was... Who died? Oh, that was the money motive then, yeah? Yeah, that was money.
I got it! It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
That's when Celeste and Hifumi kicked in.
Destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again!
Seek and destroy.
Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little
What was
personal
Mundo's
gain.
secret? He killed his brother by accident. That was his
Breathe
secret.
into all kinds of death and destruction!
Okay.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go.
Don't worry, sweet cheeks.
Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
The motive was blackmail. Oh, the motive behind Sakura's death was betrayal. Because she was a mole.
I got it!
I got
In
it!
her case, it was betrayal.
Precisely. You see,
Precisely.
once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards. Anyway, It looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
She's gonna reveal to us something, and it's gonna make us even more despaired.
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal?
I think this is her
These
final
are all
trick.
pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the
The
road.
ultimate despair is the truth that we're about to be shown.
Of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world.
I think I love her British one the most. But of
In
course.
fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth.
It's the crown
They
on and
compel
everything.
humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world.
British Vex.
This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of despair?
What the fuck?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours? Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
I'm gonna show you the
If you
seed
would
of
listen,
despair.
you would see
Hyper.
I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories.
Oh my god.
What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope.
Right.
Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
Fucking god.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
Because we experienced an
And
ultimate
plus,
tragedy,
You haven't given us any
and they
hope
wiped our
anyway.
memories of it.
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking
If none
about?
of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
What? That's backwards from what I thought, though.
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
Right. Okay.
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
'Cause I guess the world's a terrible place right now.
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair.
Why wouldn't we want to leave?
I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair.
Were our memories not
and
wiped
make
when we
it
agreed?
grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint. Huh?
Something horrendous happened, and they wiped our memories of
Hurry up
it.
and tell us. Okie dokie.
Now the world's
like
fucked.
They say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
The outside world? This goes back to why was
The world beyond the school walls?
the plates were on the
So
windows for a
something really
reason, so we
did
couldn't
happen
see
out
what was
there.
outside. Something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there?
Go ahead, show us.
I wanna see.
It's time to see
too.
Egypt. I swear to
See
God.
Your faces sink into despair.
I'm in fucking Egypt, I swear to God.
Now then, open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the school walls! This is the outside world you've all been
I'm so excited.
anxious to claw your way back into.
Show me the goods. Come on, Egypt, come on. Come on. Oh shit, well there's one. There's one on the far right. Why, what the fuck? Why is everything Monokuma? What? Everyone's Monokuma? What? It's Egypt, it was right there. It's right there. What the?
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense.
So we don't want to leave? Is that really true?
What am I looking at?
Is that really true?
Scene from a movie or something, right?
Is what we're being shown actually happening?
You just saw. All of you should recognize it.
We should recognize it. What about it should we recognize? The whole thing is insane.
That world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, cause it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die.
Holy shit.
I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, cause now it's time for the final class trial.
Oh shit. The final class trial. I have to shoot fucking crazy lady. Group photo, Genocide Jack's memory, photo of the headmaster, locked notebook. Okay, now we're going into the real shit. Let's do the lockers.
Come on, bitches, remember or die. What the fuck happened outside?
What the fuck happened?
I want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing.
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
If nobody can remember anything,
Nobody can remember
this is the
anything.
end for all of us. What other choice do we have?
If I can't remember, is it all over? I mean, how can she show me something so completely incomprehensible and then just say remember? Every one of us had lost our memory. It really is hopeless after all. No, it's not.
Come on, bitches, remember or die.
I guess locker notebook.
What the fuck happened outside?
I want us to remember when it comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us.
I don't understand.
What's the meaning of the footage? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us what am I supposed
We don't have
to
a
be
lot of time.
remembering?
Holy shit.
Nobody can remember anything.
God damn it. It's not the locker notebook. Show me whatever you want. I don't remember anything.
Shoot!
I know this one more time. Do I need to do it for... It was Heroes notebook.
Come on, bitches.
Do I want to do it to Heroes?
Remember or
Contradiction?
die. What the fuck happened outside?
The video? But he talks about the
Want us to
video.
remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us,
That's not gonna be it.
Shoot!
One more time. There must be contradiction somewhere. Who's lying?
Come on,
Who's
bitches.
contradicting?
Remember or die.
Just
What
like
the
Jack's
fuck happened
memory?
outside?
you want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy, confusing
Oh yeah,
video
maybe
you
Toko
showed
doesn't
us,
remember, but Genocide
I
Jack
don't
remembers
understand
something.
a damn thing.
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical...
I mean, you're telling us to what am I supposed to be remembering?
Oh, my time's up. Shit. Oh no, I died. Fuck.
I refuse to give up yet.
Yeah, their memories are different. Okay, it's fine. We'll get... Let's go, let's go. It's Genocide Jack's memories. They do not give us a lot of time here. Jill remembers?
Come on, bitches.
Remember what the fuck happened?
You want us to when it comes to that crazy... I don't understand.
What's the meaning? Is this another one of...
I mean, you're telling us what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can
Alright, there we go.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong!
Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
The other Toko. Genocide Jack.
Alright, let's talk to Jack.
The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places?
Quickly, throw some pepper on her.
No!
Sneeze.
Absolutely not!
Here's some blood.
That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity!
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
Oh no, Byakuya, don't say that to her. Oh, instantly.
Da-da-da! It's me, your friendly neighbor.
Byakuya said, we have to trust you.
Boy,
Instantly.
gave in like it was nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately.
Instantly.
Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen.
Their interaction's crazy.
Aye, aye. Roger, you got it, Captain.
Everyone's Monokuma.
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but... Of course it does!
And you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do!
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Okay.
Then why didn't you say something earlier?
I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know?
Of course. Of course you are.
Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
Oh my god.
If you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
The tragedy?
The tragedy.
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember.
No!
The kiss.
Don't kiss me!
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Just answer the
Well,
question.
I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening. But it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
We already know that. What was it? What?
Why is that phrase coming up now?
From the news that we saw
It's
earlier.
all because of that event.
What is?
Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster.
Okay.
Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful,
Yep.
most tragic event in human history.
Okay, we get that. We get that.
And as a result, in basically no time flat,
Okay.
the world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
Oh, come on. I hate this so much.
That's all there is to it?
Come on, tell us
Come
what
on.
happened.
There wasn't a single concrete description in there.
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics.
Of course you don't. Why would you?
Miss Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
What is
We
Monokuma?
already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! To die! This is the true tragedy!
Well, I still think we're in
Okay,
Egypt, so.
okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel.
Lovers quarrel. Enough of
Whatever
that.
happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
How can the world just end? It's the world.
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic.
Calm down. It's
Every
okay.
living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. So the world ending isn't that big a deal.
The world.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous, I have another ridiculous story to tell you.
Okay.
It's the story of the Togami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
Aww.
What? What did you say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
What a oddly specific burn.
Hey, so, what do you think happened to the Togami Togami.
The Togami family fell. The Togami family fell. The Togami family fell. I'm gonna go with, the family fell.
Correct. Well done, peasant.
Don't call me a peasant.
I didn't say anything yet.
I didn't say anything.
I just got so fucking bored waiting.
I didn't say anything yet.
Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be?
Yes, you're sick in the head.
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Togami name has perished.
Stop with these idiotic jokes!
Stop! And said with such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us?
Us?
The avatar of divine punishment?
So she's aware for multiple
You must learn your
personalities?
place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
Us.
They couldn't possibly be gone! The Togami family is destined to guide the world!
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago.
Got fucked.
Hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
Huh? I don't make sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago. I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago.
Now we've been stuck in this fucking hellhole for over a year, Makoto.
If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago,
Our memories were wiped, that's why we don't feel like it's been a
then
year.
how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Mistaken?
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Huh? 2 years ago?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
Oh. Wait, what? 2 years ago? What does that...
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
What the
I
hell is this chick-
understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth. And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God. So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right? What are the memories I took from you?
Come now, answer us. Answer with all your heart and soul.
How are we supposed to answer?
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
Damn. Almost feel bad for Byakuya a little bit. If that's even true, what's happening. Don't, everything ends right here. The memories that were stolen from us. If what Junko says is true, if we came here 2 years ago, but the rest of us only remember getting here within the last few weeks or so, so the memories she took from us... Well, she's... Our life at Hope's Peak, I mean, she did take those memories, but she also took memories of the tragedy away. So it has to do with our life at Hope's Peak, then. Not the entire past, because we know who we are. Like, we know who we were born with and everything.
I got it!
Has to be this one. I got it!
If we accept that what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. Nope. No.
Nope.
No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
Seriously? This routine again?
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life? That's not possible!
I want to think that too, and I don't want to believe it. But that's nothing but our desire. I don't want to believe, I want it to be impossible. But if that's the truth, then we have to accept it. Alright, now here's where we prove Hiro's notebook, I'm assuming. The locker notebook. We have the notebooks to prove it, yep. Pocketbooks for Kyoko.
2 years worth of memories. I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
Never gone to a single class. What about this notebook?
That's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Hiro, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why is my name written on it?
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
Wuzza, is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that. This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt! But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak, but somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
Oh, she presented herself.
And whose pocketbook is that?
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hiro, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery's solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here! Shit, man! I've never been to a funeral! Hell yes!
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right?
So what I'm concerned
And
about right
on top of
now.
that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago.
Yes, what happened?
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
It wasn't 2 cycles.
Right before
It was the
everyone
2
died,
years of memories.
The world came crashing down.
I see.
You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game.
I see. So we weren't in a cycle.
Oh, and there's one other thing.
It's just
To
2
be
years of
even
memory
more
loss. Okay.
precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind. I'm bored.
God damn it.
Explaining stuff is boring.
What?
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves! I'm sick of expositioning all this shit!
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Where your memories come apart. She's talking about the moment where we must have all lost our memories. The moment we lost our memories. When I fainted? I mean, that must have been when that occurred, I guess.
I got it!
I got it!
The moment I lost my memories. I can't think of any time other than that day.
Swirl, swirl, spin.
When I first
Spin.
came to the gates of this school, and step foot in the main hall. When I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right?
You don't know the details?
And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that?
Why is she asking like it's a question?
I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk.
Me in history class?
I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely
How did we lose our
removed.
memories? They were taken from us on
You got
purpose
it,
from a
honey.
machine,
2 years of memories?
which I think is the physics department device.
Which means, of course,
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time.
Right.
Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, but
by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school. That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together. And then you started killing each other. And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this!
I love you all so much.
What?
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 Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
So, since I love you guys so much,
Okay.
I'll tell you all about it. All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
Chad. The ultimate despair, all mankind. What happened? Please, someone.
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay? Back to when everyone first came to this school.
Okay.
School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, it was just the worst.
It was the worst.
Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
but that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity.
What was the event? Please!
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Yeah, I get it. It was
tragedy.
I get it. It was terrible. Monokuma, man, this looks like it
All
sucks.
too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end.
Yes, but why?
And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
The event was Nate walking in Kogma.
Are you?
What do you mean?
Yeah, what are you? You're not a
The
human.
most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say
Please don't be something
it
stupid.
was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing.
Whatever.
Despair is contagious, you know? It's almost like a natural phenomenon.
What, everyone just got despair all of a sudden out of nowhere?
Everyone is capable of it.
We just all spontaneously
And now
fell
the
into
entire
despair.
world has fallen into despair.
Okay. Which, just cuz?
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't
Spontaneous
ask you to
combustion.
try to understand.
Despair.
This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And then, something super neat happened! Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once!
Okay.
So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter!
Alright.
That's right! It was transformed into a shelter! Ah! I said it twice!
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison.
The headmaster?
Do any of you know who that might have been?
Guess the headmaster did this. Want to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter?
I got it! Could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy.
Right. Your
He
father,
wanted to turn the
Kyoko.
school into a shelter to try and protect us.
I got it!
To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. That's why he asked us to make that promise.
We all agreed still?
To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
Even if the world was in complete despair, would we really agree?
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake. It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair. I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits. Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Maybe the
Once you
headmaster had
finished
a
building your
bigger
little
plan than that.
shelter, It was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And
Maybe he was
thus
planning something else,
began
though.
The killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending
Maybe
the
we
last
agreed
2
because
years waiting for that
there was
moment.
a plan
That moment
to escape
where
the
you all
situation
began killing
entirely.
Each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
How far would you go to survive? Would you rather just say fucking and ball, take your chances out in New Vegas?
So we could go around killing each other?
I mean,
Is that what you're saying?
Why?
it's so hard to say realistically
you
what I'd
do
do in
that?
an apocalypse.
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why
Well, why don't you tell me?
What the mastermind did to show everyone in the outside world was... We have all these surveillance cameras. Hey, Man's Gambit. Hangman's Gambit! What is this word? What? Magic. JKH. I have no idea what this word's supposed to be. H? I have time. I'm gonna guess there's a vowel. Oh, you hijacked. Okay. There we go. Give me an A. There it is. Yeah. You hijacked the system. Okay.
You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Now
To
I
show
understand.
the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about.
Weird word to use. Yeah, the Hangman's Gambit words are weird.
Watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another.
Still doesn't answer why we're doing all this.
Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Are you serious?
They have?
But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
Well, shit.
You expelled them?
I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take?
Not even the fucking
We're
army?
so full of shit!
I mean,
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive.
how do we
when
not
all the
know
other
this is like
students
another
were
attempt to
dropping
grow
like
more
flies?
despair out of us? Isn't that what she's doing? This is still being broadcasted, so we're still creating more despair,
We built
which is
up
her
2
goal.
years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
That's why the cameras are in all
And
the other
if we
rooms,
did,
like in the headmaster's
then
room.
what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover
Yes,
that
that's
the
what I
truth
thought.
was utterly hopeless,
That's the ultimate
how
despair.
would you react? What would you do?
We give into despair. At least that's what they're hoping we do.
Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too. Like right fucking now.
Truth full of despair. We just say the broadcast wasn't a lie either.
Not to mention,
No idea.
all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we've been murdering each other for nothing?
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other.
I just think this is
again.
her last play. This
We
feels
weren't
like
just
her
random
last
strangers
attempt to
either.
get us to fall
We
for
were
despair.
classmates. We'd spent 2
Because
years
remember, at the very
together.
beginning, Sayaka killing someone wasn't part of the plan. Sakura confirmed that.
Even I can't laugh at that.
This is her final ace in the hole.
Get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already! So help us! I'll do anything! Just help me!
A peasant begging for his
Poor hero.
life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason,
There's-
there's no argument against
There's no
it.
reason.
There's just no
You
understanding.
just want
it.
despair. There's no reason? Really?
No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
So the reason to not have a
Wait,
reason
hold on.
is so there's...
You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
That's what I'm saying. It's a good point. Oh?
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself,
Tell him, Makoto.
so I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Okay.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying? If so, what then?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself?
That would help.
Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all gunners for sure. Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose.
Her goal is
you.
to make us have despair,
For the
so
sake
whatever
of
we do,
everyone you've killed.
we can't fall for it.
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple! You stole our memories, invented reasons for us to do it! You pushed us all into a corner! It's all your fault!
Okay.
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh?
Okay, Makoto, nice backbone you got
But
here.
we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did ya?
Right.
Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well
Wait.
then, I'll consider that a win for me and punish everyone on the side of Hope.
Even if it's just one person.
Chat, should I save, like, right
Oh,
now? Am
but
I about to make a
don't worry,
life-changing decision?
I won't be voting, of course.
I haven't
Even if
saved
you
since the beginning of the
don't, you
trial.
still got the upper hand in all this.
I don't even know if I can save, though.
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
What?
You mean we just...
We'd have to just.
Can I save? Let me save. Let me save. Yeah. Whew, that would have been a little bit of a nightmare.
She's saying she'll let us live.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to the outside world.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an inspiration bomb! Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all! So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment!
Oh my god.
What? You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
And I get to decide Who's gonna have to suck it down? Makoto, you're up!
God damn it.
Me?
Me?
Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
Sacrifice me? But that's...
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished? Don't you have faith in your friends?
No, that's not it.
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
Guys?
Guys?
So beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
I mean,
Oh.
the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
So all of us in the past were telling us...
Kyoko!
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair! We're not gonna lose to you!
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope. And your stupid life.
The final vote. This is it, the ultimate confrontation. I'm gonna save again. If I remember correctly, the little notes that were left behind in Kyoko's hidden room that she showed us, if that was left by us, right, we agreed to the headmaster's plan. We had our memories, we were logically thinking. The headmaster had a plan for us. Part of the note that was left in there, if the masked person was the mastermind, they took that information from us and attacked us with the lead pipe and the mask inside. One of the notes that was left there said, "You must not leave." Part of the plan, part of the headmaster's plan was not leaving, but why? I don't believe her. I don't believe that the whole world has ended, but I also don't have a reason to not believe her either. But the past us seemed to think that the plan was to stay here. Headmaster had a plan, and that was for us to stay here. And we all agreed, with our memories intact, that this was the best decision, to not leave. But why? Why does staying here help us? Let's show everyone. I have to make them remember. I have to convince them not to give up. To live in despair. That's not really living at all. We're doing a trial. Holy shit. 7 in the chamber. What are we gonna look at?
We won't give up.
That's a lot of dialogue.
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Ellipses.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
It's not really an air purifier.
If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Meh.
Meh.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting. So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
No one has anything to say? What do I contradict? There's no hope left in the world. When you sleep, it's on a bed of despair. The world is in despair. You are in despair. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna become... Oh, okay, I don't have time to fuck around. I don't do something, everyone's gonna be consumed by despair. What am I gonna do? It has to do with their ellipses, right? To remind them something. I have to give them all hope, I guess. You claim there's no hope in the world, but despair is contagious, like you say. And so is hope. I'll use my own hope to plant the seeds of hope inside everyone else.
We won't give up.
What should I use?
As long as there's hope,
oh,
we'll
hope.
never give up.
Hope.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I have to shoot everyone's ellipses with hope? Is that what I have to do? Yes.
Don't lose hope now.
Don't lose hope now.
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place. But to live means moving forward, right? So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we? I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me.
Come on, hero.
So that's why. That's why.
Come on, hero.
No matter what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
Let's go, hero.
By the way,
The air outside is the only reason
is thanks to the air purifiers.
Come on, Hina.
Don't lose hope now.
Don't lose hope. And their dialogue changes. So sick.
I've been thinking about all this, and I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do? You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm.
Yeah.
That sounds like something she'd say, right?
Yeah, probably.
No. I think that's definitely what she'd say, which is why yeah! I've made up my mind!
Yeah!
We won't give up.
We won't give up!
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I decided to have faith in myself.
By the way,
The air out's the only reason we're okay and is thanks to the air purifier.
say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
I've made my
If
decision.
I die,
The purifiers will, in other words,
as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Meh.
Don't lose hope now.
Don't lose hope. Jill, there's so many people to murder. Don't lose hope now.
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting. Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school. Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it. Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
Oh, God. Whatever floats your boat, man.
Won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I decided.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want.
If I die, the purifiers will. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
I can keep on living as long as I have my Master's love.
Whatever floats your boat.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair.
Yaku, I know your entire family's probably dead.
Don't lose hope now.
Don't lose hope now. Come on.
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you?
As much as I fucking hate it, I am actually.
Ridiculous. It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair.
Really?
But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you. I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the Mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive. So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known...
Oh, the music
won't give
changed.
up.
The music.
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
We have hope now.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I've decided.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the say whatever you want. If I die,
The main theme is playing!
in other words, as the communal life you've all been living, I can keep on living!
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death
Despair and
despair
death.
are waiting.
I already said I would claim the Mastermind's life, by whatever means necessary.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Come on, Kyoko.
Don't lose hope now.
Don't lose hope now!
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of.
And what's
He
that?
would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything, does that mean we can't understand?
Of course not.
Could it be that... No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck.
Really?
I think you came here for a different reason entirely.
To give us hope?
You came here to bring down the ultimate despair.
Yeah, that's me.
You came here to confront despair without ever giving up.
The ultimate hope!
That's true. I think we could call you the ultimate hope.
Let's go!
What do you think?
I'm the ultimate hope!
What the hell are you?
Your worst nightmare, bitch. The ultimate hope has been added to the truth bullet section.
So uncool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool, so unhip. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up!
Get her ass!
Lame, 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 lame!
It's not I'm not kind of a leader or anything. Hope isn't a talent you develop, but still. But I still. This is it. The moment of truth. Oh god. My least favorite minigame.
You suck! So uncool! You dare to stand against us? Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Your idiocy ends here.
Your idiocy
You're
ends here.
gross.
Good argument.
Suffer from despair.
I just love despair!
You suck! So uncool!
You're unbearable!
Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Would you like to die?
You're gross. Suffer from despair. Everything is pointless! Suffer from despair.
I just love despair!
Suffer from despair. No, no. You suck. So uncool.
There's just so much health.
You dare
Holy
to stand
shit.
against us? Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Your idiocy ends here.
You're gross. Suffer from despair.
I just love despair!
You suck.
You suck.
So uncool.
You're unbearable!
Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Would you like to die?
Okay, what's the bullet? The ultimate
Despair
hope.
into tomorrow.
Hope keeps on going.
Hope keeps on going. Boom! Magnum, 44 to the head. Dead.
I refuse to give up.
Oh, the main theme is killing again.
I refuse to throw it all away. I refuse to despair.
I refuse.
Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
What's going on? What's happening?
Get fucked. C, it's fine. C's passing. B's also passing. It's fine, I'm passing. Get fucked! I refuse to despair. He finally grew a pair. Holy fuck. It took until the very end for Makoto to finally grow a spine. We couldn't have it happen any later.
It looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Good. I'm ready to go.
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing with our own hands.
Okay, I guess this is the good ending. Guilty! Junko, or whatever the fuck you are, is guilty.
The hell?
Indeed.
You've lost, Junko.
I lost?
I lost? Me? No way.
Well, that's just...
It can't be! You still don't accept it? Even the ultimate despair herself is vulnerable to the onslaught of despair, it would seem.
What the heck?
But there's no use in trying to fight it now.
Well, that's just... totally the best!
Oh god. Oh no.
So this is despair.
She's horny for despair, I forgot. We came to the school 2 years ago, created our incredibly detailed plan. I even killed my own sister for it.
And now I...
To come this far and fail at the very end?
True despair.
It's the most ultimate despair. What are you talking about?
And now I...
Don't you see? I was so hopelessly desperate. I was so bored of the world the moment I was born. That's why I've been looking so forward to this desperately. The once-in-a-lifetime experience is my first and last colossal despair here at the moment of death. To have the chance to taste the highest grade despair, the ultimate failure of my dreams.
True despair.
I'm so hopelessly happy right now.
Huh?
Wait, is she enjoying this?
Anyway,
So are you prepared to admit defeat? You think I care whether I won or lost? Either way, it doesn't change a thing.
Totally the best!
Outside is only despair. Inside is only despair. No matter where you go, despair awaits you. That's not true.
Not possible.
You're wrong. Huh?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Let me tell you this right now. We no longer fear despair.
Okay.
Because we decided to enter the outside world with hope. Yeah, Makoto totally seduced us over to his side. Everyone.
Hey.
You said that despair is as contagious as any disease.
However,
The same is true of hope. All you have to do is look at us to see how true that is. Kyoko!
No.
Stop it. Stop. I hate those faces you're making. To see those awful looks cause me nothing but pain.
There's one last thing.
Let me say one last thing. If you guys want to get all hung up over the world hope, that's no skin off my nose. But just be warned. From this point on, only despair after another will stand in your way. One despair after another will just stand in your way. No matter where you run, no matter where you hide. Maybe you'll find some hope, but there's a very fine line dividing that hope from bitter despair. Knowing that, you still plan to cling to your hope? Of course, because we...
It's fine.
Shut up. That was a rhetorical question. You interrupted my monologue. I'm almost done, though. So, whatever. Because it's almost punishment time, right?
it can't be.
Really intend to go through with this? That was the agreement, right? Hold on. It's not like I want you to die. You don't have to.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
What?
How many times do I have to tell you?
The act of living brings me no hope at all. All I want now is a taste of that despair of death that you only get once in a life. So...
Don't get in my way!
She really wants to be fucking dead. Oh my god. She's gonna press the button.
So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful.
So
Even
fucking
a tenth
crazy.
of this despair. Even 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth. Okay, let's do this. I've reserved an extra special punishment for last.
Oh god.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Oi, oi, oi. Congratulations, Junko has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. And I like how everyone else was dragged away and she just walks with it. Hi, Junko. Oh god. Shame it isn't just the cast beating her to death with hammers. You get crushed. The ultimate punishment. The 1,000 blows. Is it all of them at once? The cage of death? Dude, what the fuck? The burning of the Versailles Witch. Excavator Destroyer. Every single one of them so far. Blast Off. Oh, even from the intro. After School Lesson. Holy shit. Peace. Holy shit. Is that it? Emergency override. To be free. Rest in peace. Man, what the fuck just happened? That's how everything came to an end. The final class trial. Junko Inoshima, the ultimate despair. Life at Hope's Peak Academy. It was all over. The ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. Chapter 6. The end. Holy shit. Nate, hear us out. Chat, I am tired of hearing y'all out. You horny motherfuckers. Y'all are crazy. You received Monokuma's hair tie present. It's cool. Do you want to save your data? Yeah. Okay, there's probably a prologue, right? But even after... Okay, hold on. I need to go to the restroom super quick. We're going to wrap up the prologue in 2 seconds. Give me 1 sec. Back. I am back. Prologue time. Even after saying it was all over, it's not like the building exploded or collapsed in on itself or anything. That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing changed. Well, with one exception. The air purifiers turned off. Just like Junko said. They shut off immediately. That was the only difference. Goodbye, Despair High School. Epilogue. Oh, sorry, epilogue, not prologue. Danganronpa. We left our courtroom and made our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door and nobody made a sound. I felt almost absent-minded. This was our epilogue before the final ending. We were stuck here in limbo, unmoving, unsure, but in the end... Final goodbyes.
Hey.
We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point, we need to leave. To nobody's surprise, it was Kyoko who broke the silence.
Makoto.
Makoto, did you do the honors? Okay. As if awakened by Kyoko's words, I took out the object we'd gotten. Up until the moment of her death, it had belonged to Junko. And in the end, she dropped it before us.
So,
But is that really it? Is that really the key to this door?
Indeed.
I don't have to read into it, what she said too much to find the answer.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
In other words...
I will force you out. She said that, just before dropping that. It makes sense that it would be our way out of here.
But
you never know. Maybe it's actually a switch that's gonna make the school self-destruct. I mean, Junko never said specifically that she'd let us leave here alive.
It's true.
You may be right about that. Maybe?
Yes.
Yes, but even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with it. Yeah, I guess that's true. There's nothing more to worry about.
My beautiful scissors!
If something ever happened to Master, I'd take my scissors and jam him up so far. Where's the courtroom? Where's the mastermind? It's all over. We're just about to leave the school. Leave? We can go outside? It means Master and I can get married? And then he'll give me a little jewel of a baby? Oh my god.
Enough.
Please stop. That would be a greater honor than anything I've encountered so far. A greater horror than anything I've encountered so far.
Anyway,
Don't worry. I've no doubt that we'll be able to leave here without a problem.
But
It's what happens after we got out of here that I'm worried about. But you know, in the end, I think part of me still thinks
For serious?
maybe when we get out of here, we'll see that everything she said about the world was a lie. And on the other side of this door is a world as peaceful as we remember. A lie. Peaceful as we remember. Well, no matter what it looks like, it's still our world. It's where we're meant to live. Yeah, I guess so. And how do I put this? Unlike this school, the world is really big, right? Since it's so big, I'm sure there must be some despair no matter what. There's also lots of hope, right?
in other words,
The act of searching for hope, to try and find it, that by itself is the true meaning of hope. As long as you have that hope, you can keep moving forward, no matter what trouble you may fall into.
am I wrong?
Is that what you mean, Makoto? Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Don't need any of you to spell that out for me. You know, Junko mentioned that there were still others out there who hadn't cast away hope just yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. To rebuild the world, we must first rebuild the Togami dynasty. I'll go with you. I'll follow you anywhere you want to go.
you got it.
Well, my first stop is going to be the closest donut shop. I can figure out the rest from here.
Hey.
And what are you going to do if there are no more donut shops? Or donuts?
Okay.
I'll just go get some flour and make some myself. And if there's no flour, I'll just grow some wheat. Oh, I get it now. If there's no road, you just gotta build one. Creation. Fate is telling me to remake the world.
Could it be?
That's my hope.
How about that?
I've reached the next stage. The next chapter of the Yashiro Yagakuri's life story is about to begin.
Whoa!
Whoa! Thanks, Ina. You've totally opened my eyes. Hey, personal space, buddy. You're seriously creeping me out.
Makoto.
Come on, Makoto. Even if everyone in the outside world is gone, even if the world is steeped in despair, as long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving. Oh my god. Let's go, Kyoko. If we can get out there and do something, have some sort of impact. But what can we do? There's so few of us, and we're so small. So what can we do? No, we can probably do anything. We can do anything!
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura. But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
Thanks, fortune teller
You know how much I hate being annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
Aw. He's almost grown on me a little bit, Byakuya.
I have a burning desire to start writing. I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me. And the others, I guess.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still. It does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
Yeah, I guess. One hell of a graduation. Looks like hope really is spreading. As long as I never give up, I have to push even harder. I'm gonna keep moving forward with hope in my heart. Since I have hope, I can show courage. Since I have hope, I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. explosion. Door began to open. With my hands, with our hands. Hope and despair mingled together, opening the door to the future. Oh, the guns. Oh, thank God. I thought they were just gonna shoot us all. I thought they were just gonna get gunned down and die. I was like, oh, no! What the fuck, man? Well. The world! It fucking sucks! Zawado! Oh, we don't get to see? That's it? We don't get to see what's happened? Oh, this drum is... Wait, this beat's going kind of hard, though. This feels like Persona music. That's it? Really? Not even a reveal? Maybe at the end of the credits. Guess you're gonna have to play the sequel now. Are they related in terms of story? I guess that might be a spoiler. I don't want any spoilers about the second one. Because I'll definitely play the second one. Should I skip this? Is there like an end credit scene? Start the sequel now! Maybe not the second. I have to own it first. Desi, thanks for the follow.
Set sail.
Oh, Cass, thanks for the follow as well. Sorry, I didn't see that before. I must have been away. Thanks for the follows. Appreciate y'all. I love the ending. Having to wonder if Junko was lying about the state of the world. Dude, I wanted to go back in to Junko's... I want to go into Junko's room and, like, see if she stashed away the information that she stole from us. What was that all about us? You must not leave stuff, then. Favorite characters? Do you guys want to do a tier list of the characters? We can do a quick tier list of, like, the trials and stuff. Yeah, we can start doing that. I might do that. Hold on. Let me get a tier list of going for the characters. DR1 character tier list. And we'll do a DR1 trial tier list. Wonder if they made that. They don't have class trials. Oh, this is for all the games, though. Hold on. Why does Junko have, like, 3 things? Character tier list. These have really weird, like, presets on them. Hold on. S, A, B, C, D tier. Yoshi, Nate 158, don't what? Whoa, be careful. Get the tier list. I'm getting the DR1 tier list. I'm not doing, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm not, no, I'm not doing the trial tier list. I'm not looking at the trial tier list. I found a tier list for the characters. I'll do that one first. And then if you guys want to do a trial one, if that or someone else gets it, okay, someone else make the trial tier list for me for the trial ones. Seems like you got it. For DR1, I don't have... I can try to find a trial one. Yeah, if you can find a trial one, that'd be pretty sick. Woo! Yeah, I don't want any spoilers for DR2. We will definitely play DR2. Okay. Dude, I need some ad blockers, bro. This shit's crazy. Hold on, presentation mode. I think that hides most of them. Okay. Okay. The mono could have gone easy. Okay, so let me change scenes here. Tier list. For the characters. I don't really know why she has like 2 forms, but we'll just rank her overall. So what do you think so far? So overall, the series, first one, DR1, solid 8.5 out of 10, I think. I think a solid 8.5. The game overall was really fun. Intriguing story. There was still some mystery up to the very last chapter, which is great. I think the big twist that Junko was the mastermind was... I figured it out earlier, but I also got a little lucky. But it was a cool one, to say the least. I was still a little confused till the very end. But by the end of chapter 5, I pieced most of that together. But I didn't piece together what happened to the outside world. None of that was answered. There's the whole Egypt shit I was way off about. None of that mattered. I was dragging up a complete wrong thing. I mean, I can't find that does have any other games in it. Maybe just rank them instead of a tier list. You were so insistent on there being a cycle. Yeah, so I was also wrong about the time passing. I knew time passed, and I thought for some reason we were in a loop of like sacrificing ourselves over and over again, because I didn't consider the fact that our memories were wiped after we got into the school on purpose. So what really happened was 2 years of high school passed away. Something happening. Oh wait, hold on. End scene. There's an end scene. There's an end scene. It stopped itself. Let me look at this first. Let's look at this first. Boop. End scene. Monokuma's just laying there. Still laying there. Oh, there's another mastermind. But Junko died. How is Monokuma talking?
Interesting.
What?
Things are getting very interesting indeed.
No way.
Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear.
Is he alive on his own?
I am Monokuma.
Oh my god.
And I am this school's headmaster.
What? Monokuma was the headmaster the whole time? No way. What about Kyoko's father? What? Just throw us another fucking spin like that? Easter egg present. Ooh, Easter egg. Okay, speaking of Easter eggs, are there any Easter eggs? Anyone in chat know that's beaten this game? Is there something else I missed? Do you want to save? Was there like a secret scene I didn't see yet? Besides like romancing all the characters. Monokuma slept with Kyoko's mom! What the fuck? The headmaster's dead! Monokuma's the headmaster? But how? I got you the bad ending. That's all I can think of so far. Yeah, we saw the bad ending, which is a little bit silly and goofy. I'll explain the world ended, I guess. I can see Monokuma taking over the world, but the two students seemed highly unlikely. Yeah, Monokuma took over the world, but we still don't know what the great tragedy was. We don't know why it happened. We don't know exactly when it happened. It just happened sometime after we were enrolled in school for about a year or so, or 2 years. My wife became the breeding stem. The what? The huh? Hey, yo. You should rank the trials in order from good to bad. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I'll leave this playing in the background. Trials first? Do you have the trials? Taco, did you send me the trials? Should trials first or characters? Oh yeah, that was Hina that happened. I gave you a link, Nate? Okay. You did? Where? Oh, here. Okay. Hold on 1 second while I set this up. God damn it. Okay. We'll rank the trials, and then we'll do the characters. Or characters first. Wait, characters first or trials first? Why is there only 5 trials on it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And why are there only 5 trials? There's the Sakura one's missing. Why is Nate not working out anymore when people die? Junko dying is 30 sit-ups. Hold on. Fuck if I know. It's fine, I'll just rank Let's do a mental note. I'll do the characters first. That's final. I'm gonna do the characters first. Okay. Overall characters. I'm just gonna use this one. I'm just gonna use one Junko because Junko's pretty cool. Junko, S tier character, hilarious, awesome reveal, split personality, 8 different personalities. All of the voice acting is top notch, hilarious. I'm just ignoring the 2 Junkos. She's awesome. Even in her base form, she was awesome too. When she's pretending to be, or when Makuro's pretending to be Junko. She's pretty hilarious, pretty great. I don't really have much to say. Awesome reveals the villain, awesome villain. Taka, I'm not gonna lie. Taka's kind of boring. I know he's our dude. I know we respect him, but I'm kind of glad he died off a little earlier. Because the ultimate moral compass is like, he's not like annoying. He's just like, I don't really care either way. And his transformation with his boyfriend was like cool, I guess, but that didn't make it that much more interesting, so. Do we count the personalities as a single person? So 30 times 8? Yeah, C's fine, just put him there. Makoto, I mean, as a main character, he's kind of a fucking idiot. Even I know it's a mystery game, so you can't have your main character be too smart or else he does it for you. But like, I mean, it's a typical anime fill-in. He's kind of a dweeb, kind of boring. I think he could have been a little less stupid, though. Easy S. I don't know if okay, I feel like D tier is like actively annoying, and I don't want them in the fucking show or in the game. Was Makoto actively annoying? Sometimes he was. He grew a spine at the end, man. B tier at least. He did have a very good ending. Details are a little harsh. D tier's a little harsh. Yeah, I think you're right. D tier's a little harsh. He did grow a spine at the very end, and he did help. He did kick in when he needed to. C to B tier. Let's just leave it at B tier. Maybe I will adjust. Leon. I feel the same way about Taka. He killed Sayaka though, so fuck you. All right, you killed best girl. Fuck you, Leon, for doing that. You piece of shit. You goatee motherfucker. But like honestly, overall as a character, I mean, he barely said anything. He died kind of quickly. There wasn't a lot of character development for him. I'll leave him at low C tier. Hiro constantly saying dumb shit, but honestly, Hiro kind of grew on me a little bit. As the class clown of the whole time, he stayed consistent. He was never revealed to be a killer. Stupid, 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 stupid. Fucking Leon. He always said dumb shit, but I kind of liked it. Hiro contributed like nothing. Yeah, but like, he gave me a little hope, you know? Hiro D tier? I think he's kind of chill. He's kind of chill though. Like, he doesn't want to hurt anyone, you know? And he talks about all this voodoo shit, and he's like against the occult. He's kind of a funny character. He gave hope. He has to be at least B tier. I'd put him in D tier. D tier's like, when I saw Hiro on screen, I never hated it. He's just goofy. He's a goofy little guy. I was like, you know what, Hiro, you're a fucking idiot, but like, I kind of like having you around, you know? If he was a killer or if he died, I would have been very sad, you know? So I feel like that deserves a B tier. Not A tier, no, not any higher than that. He was too stupid to like warrant anything higher than that. So, Sayaka, I'm biased. I love Sayaka, she's awesome. But she died so early, which is so sad, so tragic. But she also was the first one to figure something out was wrong and started killing people, which again wasn't part of the Mastermind's plan, right? You're right, she stole my Game Boy. Oh, you're so right, D tier. You took my Game Boy, then you died. She tried to frame you, but not really. What she really did was help us like not be suspicious going forward. She gave us like a solid, like she gave us a way to prove ourselves to the rest of the group for the rest of this endeavor. Because she spelled out Leon's name at the very end. Stole her Game Boy tier. Stole Game Boy. Oh, wait, that's renaming this one. C tier. Stole my Game Boy. How dare you? It goes in the special solid A tier. Wait, Nate, can you explain what you mean by something was wrong? I think I completely missed that part. What happened that changed everything? Okay, so if you remember Sakura, right? After her death, she left a note saying something didn't go according to plan. Sayaka's death was not according to plan, right? So Monokuma and the rest. So we had Sakura, Junko, and Mukuro, right? The 3 of them were in on this little debacle. Sakura revealed when she died that Sayaka dying was not supposed to happen, right? It wasn't really revealed why this was not expected. We don't know what the plan was specifically, but I think when Sayaka and Makoto were talking to each other, she said like, oh, Makoto, you remember we went to the same middle school together? But I think that was a lie. I think what Sayaka really meant was, I remember we went to the same high school together. But that's not possible because we haven't gone to high school yet, is what she was thinking. So she knew something horrible was happening, I think. It's a little bit of a stretch. It's a little bit. But Sayaka wasn't supposed to start killing people. That Sakura confirmed that. And since she was working with the Mastermind and Mikuro, we have no reason to not believe her, especially in her death note. So this going not according to plan means that she figured something out. I think. I think the plan was for Sayaka to kill someone if no one else was killing. Yeah, but I think she said specifically Sayaka's death was not part of the plan. So I think that's what Sakura said. But yeah, yeah, exactly. The plan was for Sakura to kill someone, but that's not what happened. Sayaka killed someone. That wasn't part of the plan. I think it's because she remembered something about us. That's why she went to our room to do the killing and then left the killed person or the killer's name in his room to clear Makoto for sure. I'm putting a lot of faith in her, but I think she actually knew that we needed to survive for so long. So that's why she set us up in the beginning. It wasn't to actually set us up. It was to ensure that we weren't going to be suspicious going forward with whatever happens. Simp? I think she's a smart cookie. That's all I got to say. I'm pretty sure that Sayaka did have some feelings for Makoto. That too, right? She was trying to frame your ass, but if she was trying to frame us, she wouldn't have, like, left the killer's name in her own blood, you know? Oh wait, I think she stole your game point and then tried to frame you, but it backfired. You're so right. Alright, I'm leaving. Alright. I'll move her to A tier. I'm just a bit of a joker right now. Both in the same regard. Taka, Super Saiyan Taka, same thing, same bullshit. Genocide Jill. Pretty funny. She was so horny, though. I'm not gonna lie. Same thing with, like, Toko. I was kind of annoyed. Jill is S tier character. Why did we not lock her up, dude? S tier? Chat, you guys are fucking cooked. You guys are so cooked. S. You guys are so fucking cooked. I hated reading her lines. And Kyoko. Or not Kyoko, and Toko's lines. She was funny, though. If I'm letting Hero be B tier, at least she was funny. Nah, I agree with you, Nate. I think she was so annoying. I think the whole, like, Toko Jill thing wore off really quickly for me. We just agree Hifumi goes in F tier immediately. Oh my god, slut shaming. I'm not slut shaming. She was annoying. Take Byakuya's place. Dude, B tier just seems too high. B tier's like I smile when I see this. Dude, I like rolled my eyes so many times when I saw Murderous Jill on screen. Same thing with Toko. But like, the C tier has to even out a little bit. We're gonna even it out a little bit though. Add an F tier. Yeah, maybe that's what I need to do. Add a row below. F tier. Or make this like deep blue. We'll add an F tier. I think that makes more sense. Which means I'll put these two in D tier. Because I don't really care. Leon, I don't really care. We'll leave Toko in C tier. This feels a little bit more right. This feels more right. Sakura, solid A tier. Great character. Awesome. Badass. Super cool. Super awesome. All her lines were very sick. She was a mole, but it was a pretty cool reveal. A for Akuma. Put Sakura in Sakura tier. Leave her in A tier for now. Sakura's a beast. She was awesome. Why is she not S tier, though? I mean, the thing is that Sakura was really cool, but because she was a mole, she was just kind of following our lead. She had a redeeming death, her suicide, but and the note that she left behind. But like when she was on screen before all that, I wasn't like super invested in every single word she said. You know, it was more like she's awesome to have around. So that's why she's not S tier, I guess. Low S, potentially. She needs to be a tier. There needs to be a tier for her. It's the best character in the fucking game. Sakura is the best character in the whole game. I don't know if I agree with that. She 1v1 Monokuma, though. She, like, sparred with Monokuma for a while, but mean, she didn't win ultimately, right? Even as a mule, she protected Best to be. She fell a bit flat before chapter 4. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, leading up to her big reveal and her stuff, she wasn't a super interesting character dialogue-wise. She was badass and cool looking, but she was just following our lead, right? I guess the death with Chihiro, she was pretty emotional about, which was cool. She did win. Monokuma stopped. No, she didn't. She didn't win. She was sparring and then they stopped for a bit because she wasn't an easy kill. Yeah, no, she wasn't an easy kill. It was kind of revealed that maybe Monokuma would have trouble dealing with her, but I'm pretty sure Sakura killed herself because she knew she couldn't win. At least not like through her brute strength. So she died pretty Chad though. Remove herself from the equation and she commits seppuku. Yeah, I mean, exactly, right? All great reasons to be solid A tier, but Hina, Aoi, best girl in my book. Okay, Celeste. Let's move on for a little bit. Celeste, she was great. I love Celeste. She's awesome. High B tier. Her murder, her trial, which we'll rate later, was interesting, but I think it could have been a little more interesting. S tier, S tier. Celeste, C tier. She's not S tier, guys. She's not S tier. Blasphemy, Nate. Gamba Queen can't be S tier, guys. She cannot be better than Sakura. All right. There was nothing. She redeemed herself a little bit in her death with the AI alter ego. But she stole the alter ego in the first place. She still set us up to all be murdered. S is for Celeste. She is S. She didn't have to kill anyone. Okay, are we really saying the S tier character is the one that gave into greed? The greed motive, really? The one who already has a great life? She gave into greed, and that's why she got 2 people killed. I mean, her like motive for killing people was like just kind of meh. Best character, yep. I think her breakdown bumps her up to A tier. It was kind of cool that she dropped the act and that she did have a crazy ass breakdown. Solid villain. She knows what she wants. Dude, but like, I mean, I enjoyed reading all her lines though. That's a good point. Celeste was consistently good, I think, for most of the way. Reading all her lines was really fun. She had a fun character. I think she fucked up since the start, since the scream. Okay, A tier at best. Not S tier, guys, not S tier. A tier? I just don't know. That feels so high. Top of B tier. I'll move back. I'll look back at it later. Byakuya, this fucking shithead. He honestly kind of grew on me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. As much shit as I give him, I do love a snotty brat who like thinks he knows it all. And at the ending, he did redeem himself a little bit. I don't think he's an F tier character because he did want to figure stuff out. He was so annoying with his fucking like greater than thou attitude for so long. Low B or high C? Yeah, I think it has to be like this. Put him between his girlfriends. Which one of the girlfriends is better than Byakuya? Is Toko better? Or Jill? They're both such annoying. Dude, I think the horniness of Toko and Jill was like so overdone. Like, it was kind of annoying. Jill is better, IMO? Yeah, I think Jill's a little bit more interesting. We'll do that. These 2 love letters can stay together. Kyoko, ding, 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 ding. There's no other place to put her but the top of S tier. Best character in the whole game. Best character in the whole game. Super cool. Ultimate detective. Mysterious. Still trying to help us out. Everything she said had a point. Everything was cool. Is Jill a reference to Nate and his left hand? Glad we can all agree. Wife tier, S tier, S tier. Definitely S tier. I'm not making a wife tier. Coolest person. She was... I don't really feel like I have to explain this that much, honestly. If you play the game for 5 minutes, you'll see that she's the coolest character in the game. Men will literally look at Kyoko and type wife. Except when she bitched us at the beginning for keeping secrets. Okay, that was probably the lowest point of the game. That when the game gave us an option to tell Kyoko or keep it a secret, it actually wasn't a choice at all. I think that was really annoying. That was a really annoying game moment. That was actually like an L moment on Danganronpa 1. Mukuro Ikusashi. I mean, we know literally nothing about her. She pretended to be Junko. We don't really know why. We still don't know why at the end of DR1. There's just nothing here. She's a nobody. She pretended to be Junko for a little bit. That's all we really know. She has the potential to be cool, but we didn't get to see anything. Yeah, so I think just by default, I have to leave her F tier because I don't know anything. I just don't know anything. Mondo. Look, Mondo started out for me up here. He started out very cool, but he killed Chihiro and is a complete dickhead, is insecure about his masculinity. His reason for killing was so fucking stupid, it invalidates pretty much everything. Kind of makes me fucking hate this guy the more I look at him, honestly. So, reading his but. As much as I want to put him in F tier, he did say piece of shit as a voice line, and it's so funny. Him cursing is so funny. Yeah, his cursing is what makes him so good. As a character, like, I enjoyed him more than Taka. I don't know, man. I kind of enjoy him more than all these three. But he killed Chihiro. Poor Chihiro, man. Son of a bitch! He was so fun. He just, at the very end, just had like a fucking horrible reason to kill anyone. He killed Chihiro. I know, D tier. I know, fucking D tier. I know that's bad. I know it's bad. He killed Chihiro. But as a character, reading all his lines and understanding him, he was kind of fun. C tier's fine, to be honest. He was kind of fun. Every time he was on screen, I didn't mind seeing him on screen. And I was sad when he was revealed he was the killer, which makes it a pretty good reason to, like, if I didn't care about him at all, he'd be like D or F tier. C tier's fine. Because up till that point, he was pretty, yeah, up until the very end when we were devastated that he killed Chihiro, he turned into butter. Needs a killed Chihiro tier. Can we make a Hifumi tier? Like 8 lines fucking down. I mean, nothing needs to be said. Chihiro, coolest guy. Solid A tier character. He created alter ego. He helped us even in death. At the very end, we were about to die. He's still doing all this cool stuff. Solid A tier. Is he cooler than Sakura? Is the only question. I think I'll just leave him up there as a tie. I don't really want to debate that too much. It's a solid A tier character. S tier for saving your life, to be honest. We'll leave him A tier. Monokuma. Monokuma's a character on their own. Monokuma was a very interesting villain. Very interesting little puppet running around the school. Monokuma S tier, S tier, S tier, S tier, S tier. He kind of makes the whole game unique, right? Like, if Monokuma wasn't walking around the school doing dumb shit, telling us all this weird bullshit, the game would feel completely different. Piece of shit, but S tier. I agree. All his lines are fun. He makes the whole game fun. Fucking random as shit, but in a good way. Some jokes ran on too long, but there were so many bangers. He had way more positives than negatives, I think. I'd love Monokuma in my life. I think he's just a fun... He keeps the spirits up, ironically enough. He makes Danganronpa feel like Danganronpa, so... Because otherwise, this would just feel like a corpse party game or something, you know? If you take Monokuma out of the equation, Danganronpa doesn't feel like the same, so he has to be an S tier. Hifumi, love this chick, solid A tier, I think. She's cool. She's an athlete, it's pretty sick. I don't really have a lot to say. It's a good thing she didn't end up being a killer or being killed. I would have been mortified if either of those things happened. I don't really, every time she was on, you know, all her lines were pretty fun. They're pretty straightforward. She's a little dense, but not as dense as a Hiru, so... Hina, sorry, did I say the wrong thing? Hina. Place her next to Sakura. She's also a freak! She's also a bit of a perv, but that's, you know, not as bad as these two down here, so... I don't know why there's two, fucking... What's her name? Junkos. I don't know why there's two Junkos, so... Just how I like it. This tier list seems pretty okay, for the most part. We just didn't know anything about him. Let me get rid of this one. S tiers, all make sense to me. Stole my Game Boy. This is supposed to be an A tier. I liked her a lot. I liked Sakura, like, so much, but she was so short-lived. Good list, good list. I think so. I think this makes sense. Hero was dumb enough to a point where I liked him. Celeste is great, but not like that great. Celeste is at least an A. I just don't agree. Okay, Nate, aside from Hifumi being Hifumi, your voiceover for him would bump it up to a C. Did my voiceover make that better? Was that more like, was that funnier for that? Well, finally, I can use my nerd voice in peace. That's the way I talk to him. Kinda, yeah. Hina, Jill, Junko are the ones I'd be down bad for. Much funnier. I liked doing his voice. It was fun reading his voice lines. Okay, but that's Nate. No, it isn't. Shut up, Yashi. That's not how I talk. What do you mean? What do you mean that's how I talk? Why is Hina Aoi not an S tier? Because, like, she's sweet and she's nice and she's a cool character. But, like, she didn't, like, wasn't gripped by, like, her dialogue wasn't super interesting. She was a little bit of an airhead. That was kind of like the whole thing. She was nice, but that's kind of it. There's nothing beyond that. She was really pleasant to have around. I enjoyed reading her voice lines, but nothing, like, amazing. Sayaka the bitch. And your voice for Hifumi was you doing it. As funny as it was, that doesn't make this character any more interesting. Yeah, exactly. In A tier? Sayaka's in A tier? Like, I already explained why. I like her a lot. She stole my Game Boy, but I like her a lot. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Hifumi is a good character, but he evokes the exact same feelings he was designed to. He was meant to be influenceable and cringe, and he does it pretty well. Yeah, if your goal... Okay, look. If your goal is to be insufferable, does that make me like you? No. Are you good at being insufferable? Yes. That means great job. You make me hate your character. That still means you're in a Hifumi tier. Even if you... It doesn't make it bad character design. It's successful. I successfully hated this character, so I still hate this character, so it's still F tier. So fair, base, so based. That's my argument there. I don't know who they're supposed to be, but I'm just gonna leave them there. Okay, we're gonna move on to the trials. Trials. The only one missing is Sakura, so I'll just say it. Might be the most base thing I've ever heard. Hifumi's made to be hated. That's great. I hate him, therefore F tier. Let's go to the trials. Trial 1. This was the tutorial trial. I'm gonna go from, like, not objectively, but, like, maybe it'll make sense how I'm rating them as I go about it. So Sakura is on there. It's missing 5, I think. Yeah, Sakura is missing. I'll fill that in the blank in a minute. First trial. First trial as a tutorial is fine. It does what it's supposed to. Okay, it teaches you the mechanics of the game, teaches you how to investigate. The trial itself is very easy, simple. Writing the word of your killer is... I know what people are going to say. Okay, it's a Japanese game. The Latin characters wouldn't be so obvious in a Japanese game. Yes, but it was still effectively writing the killer's name at the crime scene. And even the act of doing that in a foreign language is still pretty, like, guys, here's who did it. So, but again, it's a tutorial trial. You know, you don't want players to get stuck on it, right? So just in case you spell it out for them. I was still twisted. For some reason, this was important to me because it taught me that everyone's lying, right? And that's why I was so confused when Sayaka swapped the nameplates. I didn't believe that until the very end. I was actually still confused on this trial until the very last second when I didn't realize Sayaka was lying for so long because I was just so trusting, and it taught me to, like, not trust people, which made the game, which as a tutorial is pretty good. It's pretty good to twist your trust like that. So it's all brief, frankly, straightforward, gets to the point. I feel like the thing that makes me a B would make me want to do the trial again. I don't really want to do this one again. It was a little too straightforward, even for a tutorial. I think even if you didn't spell out his name, it still would have been a pretty straightforward case. But I don't know. It's all be pretty straightforward. What saves this trial for me is Sayaka was planning to kill Leon first. Yeah, see, the twist in this trial actually was kind of a neat twist. I didn't think about it. Sayaka wasn't the one that was actually being attacked. She was the attacker, and I didn't believe that for a while. Maybe B tier is good. Maybe it is a good trial. Actually, you know what? I actually agree. I think it is a B tier. It's a little too straightforward, but it's a tutorial. It's supposed to teach you the game. I think that's fine. This art is so funny with Hina and fucking Makoto. Okay, well, let's go in order, right? So trial 2. Trial 2 is Chihiro, right? That's the next one. This one was also fairly interesting. I actually, it's pretty tense. It's pretty good. I think Trial 2 is pretty good because there's several twists, actually. Yeah, there's like several twists, right? So first is where the murder scene took place, okay? That was swapped. It wasn't actually in the boys. It actually wasn't in the women's. It was in the men's bathroom. Then the second twist, Chihiro was a man, which wasn't too crazy of a twist. Both of those things weren't too crazy of a twist. Third twist, Byakuya staged the scene, and it wasn't, and Murderous Jill is actually a new character introduced. Fourth twist, it was actually, Byakuya wasn't the one that actually did the murder. That was just a scene planted by him, just because he's a fucking weirdo. But it was actually Mundo that did it, right? D tier because he's a fucking idiot. A tier because it was good. Yeah, because Mundo's reasoning for killing wasn't great, but as like a murder mystery, it came up to the very end, right? Not Mundo, Mondo, or however. Dr. Mundo? Hina was supposed to be executed and thrown into a tank, eaten by sharks. Not sure though. Hina was supposed to be what? Hina was supposed to be executed? Dr. Mundo. Mundo goes where he pleases. This is a great trial, I think, for all the reasons I stipulated below. It went up to the very end, right? It came down to the hot tub between Taka and Mondo, and we're not sure who it is exactly until he slips up and he accidentally says the color of the jacket. Pretty cool. Solid A tier. This is a good trial. This is like what all trials should aim to be. Celeste, the third trial. Guys, honestly, I don't think it was that bad. I don't think the third trial of Danganronpa 1 was that bad. It's a little convoluted, but we were able to follow it for the most part. I hate Trial 3 purely because Celeste had the third dumbest plan in the entire franchise, and I don't take that lightly. Look, it sounds like everyone's upset because their goth girl died, right? And she failed. And to be fair, it was kind of a silly plan. And the motive was kind of dumb. I want money so I can buy myself a mansion with all these handsome boys in it. Like, that's her whole reason to, like, get out of here. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Whatever your reason is to get out of here is whatever. But like, is it better or worse than the first trial? I don't know. I think there's a lot of nice twists here. Hifumi wasn't actually dead. Hifumi got back up and walked around and killed Taka, pretending to be dead. The only thing that doesn't make sense to me is, like, Celeste actually manually killing Hifumi himself or herself. That's the part I didn't get. Was like, how did she get away with that? Because Hina and Sakura were outside the art room while the room was locked. So the only way that, and the room was locked because she locked it on the inside while she washed away the weapon. So the only way she could have gotten out was like, they walked away for a split second and Celeste snuck out, no one noticing, and then coming back in. I feel like that was like the weirdest part. See, I originally thought for this trial was that like Hifumi and Taka killed each other because Celeste ordered Hifumi to kill Taka. Taka fought back and mortally wound Hifumi later, which I think would have been way more interesting. Celeste never actually got her hands dirty, but she did, and I feel like that bumps it down a little bit. No, Hifumi was in there with Taka, right? It was a uniquely convoluted trial, throwing suspicion around and such. Hifumi was in the room with Taka, right? Yes. How did Sakura not notice? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, how, like, okay, remember from the murder, the scene of the murder was, originally we found Taka's body in the fucking, like, storage room. And then Hifumi moved the body into the art room. He locked the art room, but apparently with Celeste in there. That's the thing that doesn't make sense. It's like Celeste somehow got in with Hifumi, killed Hifumi, and snuck out while Sakura and Hina were both outside that door. That's the one thing that doesn't explain in that trial, and that really pisses me off. Because you can just write off, oh, well, they walked away for a brief second. It's like, really? That's it? That was it? The window, a nanosecond that she snuck out? It's like, damn, Sakura. Actually, it does. Sakura was the mole. But Hina was also there. Okay, so even if Sakura doesn't want to tell us who the real murderer is, she has some preservation, no? Because if they get it wrong, they all die. Of course, she didn't say shit, but if they got it wrong, she all died, including the mole. I don't think she wants to die. True. It's interesting though. Anyway, let's go back to like what there's some unique little hidden things about this trial. It's a little bit annoying to like play through, but I don't think it was that bad. I'm not gonna put in like detail. It was fine. It was okay. The mystery itself wasn't that crazy. It was a little dumb how obvious they made Celeste. They made her look super nervous, like minute 1, way out of character. She's talking about like, oh, I begged for my life. And it's like, if you're paying any attention to the game, to the characters, Celeste acting like that at all was an immediate red flag and kind of threw out like all the mystery. But it's still an interesting mystery. It's still cool. So it's fine. C tier, it's okay. I don't really want to play it again, but it wasn't horrible to go through. Oh, this is Sakura's, right? Even her screaming, as I said. Okay, Sakura's death, the suicide, it was pretty clear it was a suicide at the beginning, but there were a lot of twists in the detection. And it was probably one of the most emotional ones, next to Chihiro. This was a fun one. This was a fun mystery. You have like, what? You had Toko, Hiro, and Hina, all 3 of them messing with the crime scene. Sakura kills herself and reveals a bunch of mysteries. I think it's a good trial. Badass way to go out for sure. Yeah, I think this is good. The final trial, the final reveal. God, it was so fucking long. It was kind of long as shit, but I mean, if that includes, I mean, does this include like the ending, like everyone getting hope and everything? Like, what does this one include? Is it just to reveal who the mastermind was? I guess this is just revealing that Junko's the mastermind, right? Is it S tier? I mean, it's certainly a big climactic case. It kind of had me second guessing myself all the way up to the very end, but I was pretty convinced Mukuro was the actual dead body at the end. I was still guessing myself though. I think the twist that Hina was actively trying to get everyone killed was interesting. Yeah, I think that's interesting. That's a good twist. That's a good twist. Don't worry, 6 trials only get longer from here. God damn it. IMO, it was really stupid how it took them so long to even consider suicide was an option when the door was blocked with the chair inside and everyone else was being outside. Yeah, I feel like the locked room scenario, it was interesting at first. Like, ooh, a locked room. Okay, this could be really... But Kyoko was kind of really quick to dismiss it. We kind of almost immediately ruled out anyone could have been inside hiding as soon as she died, which kind of made it almost immediately obvious that she killed herself. And it took a while for the whole gang to like get on the same page as that. So, but you know, it's interesting. It was still an interesting case. It was fun to go through. Kyoko could have dismissed many things. I was too distracted to focus on the trial. You were distracted by what exactly? The trial ends with the punishment. So all the way up to Junko. All the way up to Junko being punished. I mean, it's the climax. It's got to be good. This is a good climax. I think it's fine to leave it in S tier. I don't really have a reason to not. Junko talking and the big reveal. I think it's good. It's a good twist. A good reveal, a very cool reveal. In hindsight, they are kind of hammering that it's Junko a little bit too much. A little too early. I kind of wish they weren't like the group photo. I wish the group photo wasn't like smacking us in the face like, look, you can't see who Junko is for a reason. Whoa! I was like, yeah, I know. It's because Junko's the mastermind, I guess. But it was pretty cool. The dead body was nice. I was a little fooled. I was fooled. I thought the dead body was actually Junko's for a little bit. But Mukuro was actually the one that was dead. I think that's what makes it like a cool S tier, is that the first death that we saw, Junko dying, was actually not Junko. That was cool. Okay. And that's it. Characters ranked. And trials ranked. Wait, is there a trial I'm missing? What's the trial I'm missing? Which one am I missing? Considering the nature of the 6th trial, look at it from the perspective of the entire game. When did you start thinking Junko was the mastermind? Remember when trial 5, the one with the bomb? Oh, but that one's not even really a trial because we don't really get to solve it. We get interrupted, don't we? Like we can't solve it because I guess that's why it's not included in the tier list. Because we don't actually come to a conclusion. That's where the bad ending lies. Dude, okay, Trial 5 could actually be the best trial of all time if we were allowed to solve it from the beginning. I don't know, in my head, I thought it was way crazier. In my head, I was like, Hiro took the knife, Kyoko planted the bomb, Byakuya planted the evidence of the key. What does this all mean? Why are they all three suddenly working together? But it was like way more lame than that. It turned out it was just Junko did it all. Junko took the knife, planted the body, planted the bomb, set off the bomb. She did it all. Really? I was so excited. Like, the evidence was everywhere. It's like the evidence was in the locker, but the key was in Kyoko's room. Byakuya's the only one that had the key. You know, I thought there was some real potential for some, like, really cool shit to happen. But it was kind of just thrown away. It was like, you know, Junko did all of that. Like, really? After all that, Junko's the only one that did all that? I knew Monokuma was behind it all.
Trial 5 was rigged from the start. It wasn't really trial because it was a sham. Yeah.
We get the fake choice of like pressing the lie or letting it go. I don't know. If I'm treating Trial 5 like an actual trial, I would rank it kind of low actually, because it sets us up for all this mystery, but it's kind of the reveal is pretty lame. It's just one person. And Trial 5 could have been so good if you got to continue the game from your error. Yeah, I feel like if I could have just like, if we were allowed to keep going, my theories were going crazy with Trial 5. I was like, oh my god, it could be a whole conspiracy. The group of people could be everyone. And you know, if I was wrong, that's fine. But because we weren't allowed that, it was just kind of told to us at Trial 6. It's like, oh, okay, no, just the mastermind did it all. I was like, oh, okay. Man, I'd rank it pretty low. But since it's not officially a trial, and since we don't really come to a conclusion, I'm not going to rank it then. Solid game, 8.5 out of 10, I'd say. Very solid. Some low points. Some of the gameplay was a little annoying because we already knew the answer, but you have to go in a specific order with the bullets. But it's a game. At least it's gamifying the mechanics to like do it. So we should do an OST tier list. Do you guys want to do a music tier list super quick? How would I like do that though? Do you think that exists? I just open up the fucking music list, I guess. And just say which ones are tier lists or not. Nah. The whole soundtrack is a solid 9 out of 10. They're all peak. It's all so good. A New World Order is a banger sound. The main theme is a banger, and Argument Heating Up. Those are my top 3 songs in the game. Hope vs. Despair is also a good one, if you want to throw in 4. They're all peak. Trial Underground was one of my favorites. Trial Underground was super cool too. Yeah, that's it. All right, that's Danganronpa 1. Wow. What a game. Loved it. I will play Danganronpa 2. I don't know if I'm going to play it tomorrow or, like, when. I'll do it really soon, though. Shooting the bullets. I know you hated that minigame. I hated... Hangman was so annoying. And I hated the timer one. The timer was annoying because they would hide you the rhythm. And it didn't feel like the rhythm was actually part of the song. It felt like it was, like, weirdly off. But, you know, at least it's a game, so... Hangman gets way worse, by the way. Oh my god, it comes back in DR2. It doesn't get good into Volume 3. Dude, the problem with Hangman is that, like, the words were so weird. Replaced. Schizo. Schizo was one of the words. Why did my :3 turn into that? I don't know, but it was really weird, Taco. I could rank the minigames. They all kind of suck.
The only thing I liked about I liked the mechanic of shooting your opponent's statements with truth bullets.
That is cool. Once you started introducing memory bullets, it was getting a little bit silly. And doing all the like Hangman shit and the time shit, I was like rolling my eyes, but Schizo's hilarious. Auto emotes. Why can't we just shoot them? Literally, why can't we just shoot them?
But yeah, solid game. I think I'm just gonna end stream.
I'll end stream. I'll get DR2. We'll play it soon. I'm gonna go eat some food and chill. But yeah, that was Danganronpa. Pretty fun. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the follows. Appreciate y'all hanging out. I got nothing else to say. So GG's, y'all. GG's. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see y'all next time. I'll see y'all when we play DR2. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.